Real Talk is Cheap. Season 9, episode 4.
Snap-a-dap-a-doo.
I am ready. Let's just snap into that.
Put the elbow down for the was it lately departed Hulk Hogan cyber?
Yeah.
Wrestling genius and madman.
Well, it's funny you say that. I mean, I actually was just doing a bit of Insta swiping this afternoon. I only had a few hours sleep last night, so I had a bit of extra sleep today. And then and there was I don't know what he's called, his actual name, but he has a megaphone. He goes into like Trump rallies and he goes, "Pump by Trump." He's like, starts singing like songs.
Does the special verses
like in a bear suit and shit. Like,
oh, nice.
Yeah, he's really, I don't think you haven't seen him. You haven't seen him, right?
Like no, you have to send me a link.
Right. And so he went into one room with Hulk Hogan. And it was like Hulk.
The man himself.
Well, it was him supporting Trump last year and for the election.
Yeah, that's it.
And then old mate was like there and kind of taking not really taking the piss out of Hulk, just of Hogan, just
giving him a hard time.
Oh, just singing whatever the song was. He doesn't really give anyone a hard time. You take the hard time as you wish because you think it's
your interpretation.
You're offended.
Yes. I'm just here to provide the instrument. Are you offended? That's right.
Yeah.
Do you select that?
Yeah. And so he Hogan did not look well, eh? He looked like he was barely there. He looked like he was like really medicated and his eyes were glazed off into the difference. Yeah, he was struggling, man.
Life's like that. It can be a struggle, man. And as we progress on, like we lose heroes and people we look up to, the stars and influences.
I wonder, but in the long run, even if we're looking up to them, I mean,
everyone searches for a role model,
I guess. I mean, does anyone? It's interesting. I mean, I know people looked up to Hulk Hogan. There were people without him on their walls.
I know Blah Blah loved it.
Yeah.
So he was a big fan of that.
Yeah, well, he was into the WWE.
The wrestling. Yeah, he did enjoy it. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like there was a period of time where I was impressed with someone like Steve Jobs or something like that. I think like engineering kind of stuff can impress me.
For their ability to provide epic technology. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, but sometimes it's really the tech, and I kind of like recognize that it's really they're just like it's not really them anyway.
No,
they probably didn't even have the idea.
More than likely harvested and just refined.
Well, I mean, because the idea is wild. Like capacitive touchscreens versus resistive. We designed a version of that in the early 90s. Of capacitive, and that doesn't even mean anything. It's just so many people did, and all these things. It's just I don't know. So that's for me, I guess, without going too far down that path. For me, even like the tech moguls or the tech, they're not very much genius because usually it's just like someone else's all of our ideas.
They surround themselves with genius.
And with us.
Yeah.
Like we're
listening to the users. That's right.
Yeah. And we
who have wished for it. That's right.
Yeah, and not even users, just people who just like it's invented over and over. And it's just when like the basic things come together that you can actually do it finally, at scale. And then some rich cunt
achieve a dream
can do
you
it.
would have had, years back.
Because you need the $1 billion to do it. Like it doesn't matter how many other people have the idea.
Not you. So we just give the ideas away and then they come back. Boomerang problem. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I do, except that they seem to think that it's theirs.
No, it's humanity.
It's humanity's, yeah.
Yeah, we are humanity. That's what we are.
And so, but with the hero thing, I think that I get people do it with sports stars and all sorts of things.
Yeah. Everyone finds a, well, I like to look at them as mentors or, people I follow or something I'm interested in, Yeah.
And I don't think that, for example, Hogan, I don't think that, I don't think he was dodgy.
Meme-worthy moments. They've got to say that. He's a man that's been very meme-worthy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with a moustache.
Yeah, sure. Those chops, man. Going
I will say that. He looked dazed, like he was on numerous drugs.
Oh,
but,
aren't we all? Yeah.
Definitely the Aztecs are, because they're just doing nothing.
I know.
While they're waiting for their turn.
I'm having a fag. I know, terrible. It's going to be like a slogan. It's good, because we can have a conversation, rather than being distracted by the game. Come on, Si. I'm overly encouraging conversations.
Well, but
part of my cheapness.
Why are we doing it then? It's boring.
Okay.
It's literally boring. It's like, what am I doing?
All right, I'm doing it.
I'm bored.
There we go. You are bored.
I don't need to be doing it. It's irrelevant.
No, I'm detecting it. I'm detecting
it's irrelevant.
So I am moving rapidly in the direction of the interface, which I'll need to
So Hogan, I will say that his moustache was certainly fully apt, but his eyes were not there anymore. And I think that says something. Like you can keep your moustache going to the end of times.
From you, that whole, as you go along and you see more of the shite, you tend to get, very jaded and,
And that was the same for Ozzy. He had the cheeks, but he didn't have the eyes anymore. He still had those Aussie cheeks, but he didn't have those Aussie eyes.
Just ran out,
Yeah, the eyes kind of, they glaze into the nothingness. I remember the last bed person I was, seeing, and they were morphinating, and they were just
to leave the husk. The husk starts to behave very strangely.
And they were describing that was interesting. That actually came through your sounds are actually coming.
I've cancelled the sounds, so.
No, they're fully coming through. Hey, what's? Oh, is that maybe that's just in my own ears, so it's not on. Let me just listen.
Let me turn it down. I can kill it.
No, quite. Maybe. No, play. Seems odd. Let's not know your walk. Don't you worry about it.
All right.
Don't you worry about it now.
Don't you worry about it. Research. What do I need? I need W to get the bus food, orientation improvement, production oral,
And
get the walls going. Make good.
yeah, I think that yeah, the heroes do
Pass away.
and everyone's. And
Like,
it's interesting when you say
we've got
I think it's interesting when you say like the heroes die because it suggests there's these other people who aren't the heroes, but those not heroes are
heroes in themselves.
well,
Really.
they're heroes to other people, eh?
Yeah, of course.
And so, you know, even if someone who we thought was a complete dog, you know, died,
We still have to. I think it's humanly to show them respect from a spaceship's point of view. Yeah, they lived, they did their thing, they entertained people, they got into the trouble, but then they left. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I think that they would. They're someone else's hero. Like we don't think
be retained at that.
Yeah, we don't think much of say, I don't know, whoever. Like for example, Hulk Hogan's not my hero. He's not a bad guy, but he's not my hero. But he's someone else's hero, and that applies across the board. Like if you were, for peculiar reasons, because otherwise it would not be alive.
Do tell.
Well, okay, so Hitler, for example, isn't a personal hero.
Okay,
but
yeah,
without Hitler,
don't think,
but without Hitler's doing his things, I would not be alive. I do not exist.
Well, pretty much. The shape of the future would be different.
Yeah, like my grandparents would not have. My mother's parents would never have met. She wouldn't have been stolen from
elements to the movement.
His whole family wouldn't have been murdered in southern Poland.
Exactly.
All the things. All the other people who he would have married that were Jewish wouldn't have been all killed off. So he didn't. So he wouldn't have had to marry a Catholic.
That's right.
They wouldn't have had to come to
totally different pathways.
Yeah, and so my mother wouldn't exist. I wouldn't exist. I'd say my father would probably exist.
Well, you could have existed, but in another iteration
to the change. But that's where we're all the selves.
Of course, bro.
Yes. Agreed.
Everyone's a brother and everyone's a sister to me, man. I don't give a shit. And everyone's a father and everyone's a mother. Who's older than me, and everyone who's younger is a sibling, or a cousin.
A cousin,
as they say, a cuz. That's it. We're all cousins.
That's why you got to sleep with your cousins, mate. That's all that's left. If you don't sleep with your cousins, who you got?
Get a bit funky. Well,
But that's what I'm saying. Like hero level, without the help of and that's what I mean. Like even though obviously what I'm trying to say there is that old mate Hitler isn't my hero. You can contextually understand why it might be some people's hero because they did things that made them live or they took a stand whatever. Hitler is someone's hero. People look up to him. And I think we need to recognise that everyone's a hero in that regard. Yeah, to somebody.
Yeah. Well, but when it comes to heroes and the bad guys, you know what I mean? Like history's always the victor's view. So we have to remember that the victor always makes the popular view. But yes. Enemies of other states and countries and territories, enemy to one, hero to other. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that love Pol Pot, mate, You don't hear much about Pol Pot. I was wondering about that the other day. I was thinking, actually, literally yesterday. And I was like, how Jewish folk love to be like, but ahead of his time.
We're the victims and, because lots of us got killed, we're allowed to kill anyone we want. We get murderers' rights for free. I don't okay. And it's a real thing. It's like, well, we experienced the Holocaust, so you can't say anything when we kill off 2/3 of a population or something like that, And because we got special privileges to murder anyone we want. But what about the Cambodians? I don't see them rolling around pulling that shit.
Yeah.
I think the Cambodians, they should have a special star. We're better than Jews. Look at us. We got murdered to the fuck, and we don't have to go around killing everyone. They're not destroying Laos, or whatever. They're not just going around murdering everyone else.
Revolution, and then they
they were killed in the fuck tons, man. I know.
There was massacres, exactly, but
just piles and piles. But they don't seem to have to kill others who had nothing to do with it to feel good about themselves.
True.
I just wonder about that.
Not required.
No, it seems like...
Well, it's just a different way of being, isn't it? You think about it.
I've just got... You conquered a city this turn. Oh, you'll keep the city.
You're right. I'm just checking my borders and making sure everything's being good.
Granary.
2 turns for that. Chungawunga.
And we'll put in a monument while we're here. Maybe I'll put in monument.
This guy's cool.
Next turn.
I might cruise him up here and go for the one.
Envoys. I think... What's this guy here? Cardiff. Wow, you've sent them to everywhere. How many envoys have you got?
I've got heaps.
I'm
very politically motivated. I am very politically motivated. Everyone I meet, every little traveller gets, special friend bonuses when he talks to him.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, you've got to get to know your neighbours. Okay?
You do.
Diplomacy is everything, Si. You're not going to win anything or get any prizes if you don't use diplomacy.
And I think that a lot of Jews today really need to think about who their heroes are, who got them to where they are.
Yeah.
And it's not who you think it is. And it's just the notion of hero to me is really curious in that regard. What does a hero do? And there's
Red heifer burgers is not going to cut it. Okay, think about your true heroes.
True heroes. That's right. Who got you to where you are today?
That's it.
Who got you to the point
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Who got you to the point where you control the butts of all the American politicians or
correct.
Who got you there?
Who got you there?
Was it Yahweh?
Who was the man?
No.
Sleeping donkey?
No. Nothing. No. Nothing.
No.
So maybe designers,
zero.
right?
Minus 0. Every time you do something wrong, you get punished. And you didn't even know you did something wrong.
No.
How does that work?
Oh,
That's completely illogical to me.
it is. It's outrageous.
Yeah. Outrageously illogical.
Outrageous. I'm sick of this. I'm building a friggin' plantation. No.
You're doing it. You're gonna. Pre-cheap discussions were what the whole.
Actually.
Yeah.
I'm just go there.
What is it? The Achilles heel for the Americans is, and it's the plantations. They just
plantations.
they
You need
can't
the slaves.
handle-
Without slaves, you
don't
can't make America
get
great
a $5
without
t-shirt
slaves. No,
without slaves.
no,
Exactly.
no. What made America great is slaves, and to make America great again, I need slaves. That's what I need. Choose promotion.
Well, I'm thinking about doing a bit more conversion towards a little city-state down the below there.
I'm going to go into healing mode.
Get a bit more friendly with the neighbourhoods. Now, Productiano.
That's
I've
good.
got a catapult in there, but I want something decent now. I want a 65 line infantryman. That's the one. 5 turns.
It's kind of interesting how, like, when troops are like near dead,
Catapult
but
on.
you
Yeah.
would, but you still would lose against them. There's sort of a strange little quality, really. Privateer, just waiting. Yeah. Who else throughout history? Like other people who aren't considered heroes. Genghis Khan, mega hero. Like if you look at
Superhero, not just mega.
The superhero.
Legend with the baseball bat.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Take
Absolute
a
hero.
mannequin's head off just like that.
Yeah. You know, like I think that guy, they did so much for this world.
Yeah.
You know, and they really put
built
that
through
thing.
history.
They did.
Something that you know
China would not be
that
what it
we
is today.
still look back on and are
Without his
amazed
grandsons.
about. Without
India
without
would
amazement.
not be anything.
You know what I mean? Like,
Europe would not have even known about. They would have still been like digging in the dirt, mate, if
Yeah.
they hadn't been raided and raped by Genghis and his brothers. You know,
That's it.
And so they had to like, well,
Put
we
down a bit of
what is
extra
this?
settings,
There's dogmen over there. We better go see. It made them think.
Yeah, that's
it.
it.
Made them think. Like,
Do
well, we
some
got to get the fuck out.
conversions.
Yeah, we got to get out there. You know, just like, or in all these cases, it's just like you just keep looking at it. You go, well, was it? You know, who's the hero?
Yes. Who is the true hero? That's what you've got to ask yourself.
Yeah, like these legends of time, like that truly transform the world, and they're often just considered quite negative in some regard. But
Yeah. Well, frowned upon because of the the conquesting.
but even with Genghis Khan,
that's the part, like the conquesting. I mean, like any civilization to grow has to have conquest.
Yeah, and Genghis Khan,
it's not going to grow otherwise.
He taught wise ways. Like one of the wise ways was like what you do is you murder all the women and children, and you keep all the technicians. So he would always keep it. He would let the technicians live, men, women, and children, kill them all the fuckers off. Right? You don't need them because they just use food. They're a waste of space.
Accessories.
Right? Yeah. But he understood the value of the technician. You know, he was the meritocracy, the original meritocracy.
Yep.
If you knew how to make a machine, you lived.
Well, if you were useful in machine making or tool making,
inventive.
you got to continue.
You got to continue, and
How
rewarded.
That is true, merciful.
Merciful.
And special Gibbs.
Yep, with
got
Gibbs.
the Gibbs.
Got the Gibbs.
Oh, mate, seriously.
Gifts.
That's what it's all about.
And I think that today, like we look at it now, and you go, well, same. Like the me, you know, the average person, we're a waste of space. Like all we do is use resources, require massive fucking dormitories, the size of cities. We call them cities, but they're just dormitories.
Yeah.
And we could just be done with this. You know, can you imagine how many resources? You don't. You think about like rubbish tips. Oh, you've got this huge waste problem. Well, what if you just didn't have us? You would never waste problem. Who needs to pick up the rubbish? You know, if you've got the elite 10% just cruising around doing the thing before the robotics, we don't need. You don't need all this.
What do you need them for?
No, what do you need them for?
No, you don't.
So you've got to follow that art of Genghis Khan and that modern approach, and just wipe us out. Do a heroic thing for humanity.
Yeah,
You know?
do the right thing.
And heroes often have to do the hard thing. You know, they've got to slay the ego. You know, that whole thing like St. George and the Dragon, the hero's journey.
Put them down.
Put them down.
Kick them while they're down.
That's right. You got to kick them far down.
Really put the knee in. Put the Hulk Hogan knee right
Just
into
make them know.
the sternum.
That's
That's
right.
it.
Yeah.
Heavy breathing.
Yeah, very heavy. A little bit of a chubby. You know, as you're achieving it. Real heroic mode. I think so.
Very male of you. Very male of you.
It is. I mean, females are generally heroes because like they just make the next thing. Yeah,
Something
godlike almost.
Yeah, don't have to convince me.
Yep. Yeah. And so they just like, that's why we're just talking about men in that regard. Because if you're talking about women, well, there'd be no humans. Like you're talking about the ultra hero, beyond a superhero. You're talking about galactic.
Superwoman. That's it. Don't worry about super women. Penultimate super women. That's it. Come on.
It's all hero. All hero.
Yeah. The true
Without
hero,
them,
the unspoken heroes
Genghis
of
Khan
society.
would not have been a hero.
No, if there were nothing to rape, he would have never had the future.
No.
That's it.
And I don't know that he was the product of rape, you know? So
Possibly. No one can tell. Were there records?
No.
Are there records? No.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So
We can make
probably-
assumptions.
We
there.
can assumptions, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
He was angry. He was very angry. But he was cruel, but he was fair.
Fair.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
Cruel, but fair.
So
I get that.
maybe only lightly raped. You know,
Maybe favoured slave, something like
favoured
that.
slave. There we go. Yeah,
Favoured
favoured slave. Yeah.
Come up with these terms, mate. Come on.
I think favoured slave works well. Yeah,
It does. It sounds far more
that's not
possible
rapey
than-
then. That's like
Yeah.
you're actually
Yeah,
doing them
yeah.
a favour. You know,
True,
you're giving them
true.
like life and hope.
Extra
Yeah.
food, niblets, and
That's right,
something
yeah.
scraps off the table.
Scraps,
you know?
Ate alongside the dogs, weren't eaten by the dogs.
Correct. Dogs had better food. Yeah.
And so if you were eating alongside, winning.
No struggle. Yeah.
Winning.
That's it.
Eh?
Everyone gets fed.
That's right. This is this like this. So yeah, women all hero. Things then underneath that on the male side, you need the Genghis Khans, all these other people who changed the world. Actually, transformative. You know, and heroes of groups like, you know, look at yourself now. Just look at yourself now and say, who did the most for me? You know,
I think we all know the answer to that. It's good to sit and reflect about it. I think it's, you know, something that everyone needs to do.
Yeah. Who did the most for me?
Yeah. Okay. We can stop on the. Not even do a set. Actually, no. I wanted another set down here. Actually, yeah, set myself because I've got it up there. I'm going to plonk another one just in here. That spot there. So
I think I told you you are moving. I said, we're actually only one turn. Yes.
Yeah. Hang on.
It's a -1.
Get your number.
It's not a -1. Hey, why did that stop being built? Oh.
No. Heading out into the wilderness.
Why was that not built?
No.
When you build a wonder. My what's this? What are all these ridiculous? There's all these weird within one tile of what? Taj Mahal, Statue of Liberty. I was building a
Take that.
Somebody else must have built it, I guess. It's the only thing I can think of.
Finished building that frigate.
Is there anything worth building?
Well, they killed my dude.
Yeah.
Maggots. Actually, what I should do is
3 envoys. I'll do that.
Dunk. Ironclad. Senator. Blow these guys up. See you later, alligator.
I'll just do that one. Get out of the way. 2 more
I want to see that little clan down here, just down the bottom here. These guys, special.
What's that all about? What the hell?
So I'm heading for next.
What's this guy up here? Samarkand.
Minute. Yes, looking good. My expansion into the Southern Territory, as I said, I'll just stick to the West Coast as we've done up the top.
Oh, my ship got killed.
Yeah.
I'll have to send another ship.
Yeah, one of mine got killed, but then I just bought another one opposite one of the local guys. I bought off the barbarians a ironclad, took away his ironclad. Yeah, 400 gold. It was reasonable. I had plenty to spend. That's good or something like that. I was about ready to plonk another settler in the middle of the special forest of the very tasty landage. I'll send one of these knights down and skirmishers down and pick up that little village there. There's a village right next to the barbarians. Come and snake that up.
So, what's some other adventures this week? What's the M's? What's something? There's some things. I don't know. So yesterday, look, I've had a bit of a change this week.
Yes.
Something's happened for me, I tell you. Like yesterday, something just changed.
Pivotal moment.
Something just, I just was like, can't do that. I can't just sit there peacefully listening to that.
And shenanigans.
Yeah.
No more shenanigans.
Yeah, I just can't invest I can't invest time in Holocaust deniers and child abusers. Just not able to do it.
Yeah.
It's just not my style, I'm afraid.
No, I get that.
Yeah, sad but true. And so I'm gonna have to make some changes in my I guess even potentially across my career story. Well, whatever I'm doing, the thing that generates revenue for me.
Yeah,
things that generate revenue because I kind of
be a bit more aware.
Yeah, well, someone was like gloating again about like the murdering of other people, and I normally am just like humans against killing, and I was just like, no, that's genocide.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, genocide's what happened to these other people, the other ones, us. No.
If you can't happened to everybody.
Yeah, if you can't see genocide for what it is, then you don't see genocide for yourself.
Genocide
you're denying the nature
after World War II. I can tell you so. They experienced genocide of their own fucking experience, from the BS that went on after they got rounded up.
Oh, around the world, you mean? Not really. No way, man.
Well, everywhere they've had, casualties.
I mean, they sent millions into death.
The BS, you know what I mean?
But they didn't. There wasn't like we didn't go in there and just systematically put them through fucking ovens.
No. Well, you sort of you choose your level of horror, I guess. When it comes to dispensing your wartime atrocities. Yeah. You got to choose your level of horror.
What the hell?
Okay. Infantry, bomb, upgrade, and get rid of some others.
So I need to move that to a commerce building. Move that to... Yeah, so I just was like, well... So normally I'm quite, I just sort of like, blah, 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 whatever,
Yeah.
And then the blah, blah, blah just fell apart for me.
Couldn't continue the
I said it was that. No, but we're allowed. I never, but you did. No, I never. Nah, and child abusers. No, well, is. Oh, no, but it's different. And you know what the person said? Like, so, and we went to I was like, no.
Trying to justify.
No, but it's not male genital mutilation because they don't feel it.
The screams of the children.
Yeah, the baby doesn't feel. They don't have a nervous system. They don't have a nervous system. So it's okay to mutilate men because they don't feel it.
When you gave birth to a meatball, not something that experiences pain or anything. It doesn't have any feelings. Won't have any hard feelings of having flesh cut from its body.
No feelings. Didn't feel it.
No feelings.
Didn't feel it, can't feel it. I was just like, wow, really?
Wow, that's pretty naive. That's very naive thinking.
Well, it's beyond naive. It's actually it's like where you have cognitive dissonance. It's where, no, I mutilate this. I mutilated this person and I did that. And I justify it in my own brain because they can't feel.
Incapable of feelings.
Yeah, incapable of feelings. So it's okay. You know, and that's different because, and when the Muslims, that was right to ban that because that's brutal. And women can feel.
Yes.
Oh,
true.
They can feel that. Yeah, men, they don't feel that. So that was cruel and criminal.
Yeah.
But we're doing a kindness.
Because it's a medical procedure.
A kindness. Yeah.
Yeah. We're kindly taking away.
Because you don't feel that. It didn't affect you in any way.
No, of course not.
No.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. I was like, oh.
just
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'm pondering what to do. I've been pondering what to do. I think I might have. I suspect I'd actually like to go into sex work. I've wanted to do that for a number of years. While I was in Alice Springs, I started thinking about it when I moved to Sydney.
Well, they need madams. They're calling out for madams.
Would I really strike you as a madam though?
No, but I'm just saying you could manage. You're good at managing, Simon.
I am good at managing.
You're good at managing.
No, well,
it's just about getting that pimping license.
Why can't I? No, I'm thinking about being a happy ending. Why am I being the pimp? I said doing the sex work.
Oh, helping, assisting,
being the sex worker.
A new trade.
Yeah.
Well, eventually
I've already done admin. It wouldn't matter if I did admin in a brothel. I'd be bored. I need something different.
You'd be needing to get in there and do a bit of handiwork.
I think a bit of handiwork. I want to, and that's a skill.
Yeah,
it's a skill.
True.
You got to have a real manner about you. I think, I think that poise.
Keep the client happy. Increase their excitement. Over time.
Pretend you're more into them than you are.
Yeah, of course. That loving look. Have the loving look while you're doing it.
And I think in that trying to be really, do you actually have the ability to sort of love all people or give to all people? When you've got some kind of overweight,
it's a big core. It's a big
varicose vein thing with a small pee-pee, and you're there with your tweezer fingers trying to give them a little pleasure, and you do that, you're trying to actually be then engaging with them. I reckon that'd be a hard skill.
Yeah.
And women go in as well, so it's not just you're one way. Sometimes you'd be able to.
It'd be like that South Park video,
Which one? There's a lot of South Park videos that complete to that, man.
The latest little shorts that I sent you from YouTube. It is they are very short shorts, you know what I mean? It's extremely small. Well, even Satan commented about it. He was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't see it. It was very unimpressed.
Another thing so I've been thinking, so I first thought about getting into sex work, I reckon around, I was sitting there, so around 2015, 2014, so about 10 years I've been thinking about it. And I decided that I would try and do it when I went to Sydney. And at the time I considered I would try and do more escort service, where you're on the arm, and New Orleans, I think I'll promote you. Settlers trained in this do not consume, I want that, that's what I want. I can upgrade them again. Okay, I'll go back. All right, how do I get out of that? I can't. You have to give them to both. Oh, hang on. What happened there? Hang on. Governors. Where do I choose governors from?
That is a pop-up from...
I got it.
The top. You got it?
Got it.
Got it.
I reckon I might just grab another one. I'll get the teacher dude, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to promote some of these guys because they've been in for a while.
They're all... I think I put one down here somewhere. It's not... That's not it's Baltimore. Baltimore. But yeah, that's what I think. Because I look across it and I go, well, okay, I could do more sort of support work, but that still isn't going to give me more money per hour. But I could switch out to clients who maybe give me more hours in a day. So that would increase my income pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So that's an option. But what are these guys doing? They're nearly healed. And then I could do events work. I could put my name down at all sort of the contract hire places. And that kind of works that $50 an hour or whatever, $60 an hour.
Yeah. Sign up.
Rolling out freaking LED screens or whatever shit. Technical events. You just turn up and you're part of the crew. But those hours can sometimes suck and they're pretty inflexible. So might not be ideal. But also I know both of those things. And also I thought about admin. Why don't I just go and get a job and just do admin and
do the grind.
Yeah, well I would pay, but it would be so boring.
I know you'll get bored quickly.
Yeah, I'll have to spend my money on drugs just so I can sustain doing such a badass shit thing to do. And so I look across and it's I could go to events, boring. I've done it. I know all the things. I know all the things. It's fine. That's not even an arrogant thing because there's not an infinite things to know. It's not I'm the only person who knows all the things, And then I thought about other things other skill sets. I could go into design type stuff or more kind of stuff like that where you got to try and prove to the person that they need the thing, because they don't really get that they need it, business services and stuff but our business is running, and you're just oh my god, okay. So you have to then try and then and there's this kind of weird, convincing, stupid thing that goes on, and so there's kind of I look across the various industries that I could just slide into, and they're either boring because I've done them to death, and designer stuff I've also done.
You need a new challenge.
I need a new challenge, and I look across even things like design and that. Can you imagine how many zillion designers there are in Sydney, all saying that they're a designer? That would be the point, man. And then they don't even need that. It'd be about 100,000 of them in India.
Money off designer vaginas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have the resources probably to pull off designer vagina. I don't think.
You've got to be a good plastic surgeon.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. So I could go and do things. I could go and do things which up to my skill set. You know, I could go and like, I could go and skill up.
Yeah. Like the multi-skill cyber. That was
infinity skill.
Infinity multi-skilled. Knowing of everything.
The knowing of everything.
Things.
Yeah.
Accreditation in all the things.
In all the things. I believe it's possible to have...
I'm sure you're up for the challenge.
Yeah, you could literally just have all the things.
Like, just a couple of years and you...
Yeah. So I was looking across like TAFE and as an example, there's all these micro courses you can do. And they're like $140, $150. I mean, I could do one a fortnight.
Cheap as chips, mate. Yeah.
Just knock out one a fortnight. You know, do 26 courses a year. Just like 26 credit certifications. And just make sure that they're like completely like across all of the fields. So they don't make... So it's just like... You just sort of assemble.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I think if I went to TAFE, how do you think? Like, if I went to TAFE and I was like, right, this is what I want to do.
You used to teach.
I did. I don't know how simple it is.
So simple.
Just
passing on skills, mate.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's teaching. Yeah.
Well, one of those
was... The ability to be able to pass on skills and then to see result of the skill passing. Yeah. That's your ability to teach.
Yeah.
Be able to evaluate the skill knowledge paths or the handing of the baton.
Just going to look what I've got to do here. I'm going to go there.
I have another diary. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, right.
Give me a bit of time to look through. Yeah.
Done.
Oh, there we go. I got the bell. Wait.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about that, and I guess like that's where the sort of the sex work comes in as well. Like, I don't know if I've left my run a bit late. I mean, my body's looking pretty good. Like this week,
and you're a great conversationalist. I've got to say this, you know.
And I massage really well. Like my body contact stuff is high grade, fucking high grade. So you know, great conversationalist.
Know how to unknot those, you know, the weary muscles.
Those weary, like thigh muscles. So
decent squeezing.
I'm attractive, but also my body is like massively improved. Like, and if I continue that forward,
you've been working on it. That's right.
So it'll look even better. Like as it proceeds along, like maybe my first things is like another 6 months, I'll be looking freaking.
As you get to the older age, you want to sort of, you know, keep it appeal, you know.
I don't know, what, 112, but
the rookie numbers. We were talking 350. We were talking 350. You know, come on.
I mean, how much would you pay for a sex worker who was 350 years old? Like, what about the technique?
What was Space Cowboy all about? You know, he was, how old was she? She was like 800.
Yeah.
Fuck mate, I still fuck her.
There you go. So I think that there's a real opportunity in that. I need to speak to some people. I actually asked ChatGPT about it today. I thought, can you like direct me to some like brothels and things in Sydney where I can perhaps start my trade,
get a bit of practice.
And I thought, do I need a
start as a blubber?
Well, maybe I needed some glory holes. You know, and I can just give some handies of glory holes. Yeah, and just like learn the tech. You know, I mean, I've done that a few times. Like any of the guys that I've been with in my life.
Work on your knees upwards. You know what I mean? Like start on your knees. You know, great way to get in the industry.
Well, I think you've got to start at the ground floor. If you think that you're going to start as a high-end escort, like look and fly on the arm of someone, come on. You know, you've got to do the like. You've got to do the.
You got tickets on yourself.
You got to work your way out. And I don't have the outfits at the moment either to really pull off.
It's about easing it.
And I mean, in my life, like the guys that I've been with, they've all managed to orgasm. Like the girls have all orgasmed as well. It's not like
I'm sure.
I've never had a fail.
You don't have a problem with bringing people to that state of ecstasy, right?
No. Did I ever tell you about the time actually when I was in Adelaide and wow, it's really pissing down there.
It is, mate. That's Queensland for you. Well, sorry, Kingsland.
Kingsland. I know it's hard. You know, you've been ruined over the years. You know, you've really like
punished. English has been a slaughterhouse for me. I mean, I normally the place I come from, we don't say anything. We know it all. We just share thoughts. That's it. You don't have to talk about it. No. Very special place.
But yeah, so I was on Grindr and I was in Adelaide and I had a long layover at the Adelaide airport on my way back to Alice Springs. And so I just went up and booked a hotel room because like in the airport hotel because I just needed to sleep and shit. And so then I was up there and I thought, I wonder what's on Grindr. And so I go on a Grindr and then there was a guy.
Clock in, that's it.
I thought I'd see what's on Grindr, you know. And then there's this guy. He's like, he's in the airport and he's like, my plane's delayed. Is anyone around for a quick handy? And I thought, wow, this is interesting. This is how it goes.
There you go, mate.
So I said, yeah, all right, I've got a hotel room. I'm doing a long layover. Come on, I'll give you a handy. And I went, fucking, this is interesting, you know. A little bit sweat, like could get killed, you know. You've got to take those risks, you know.
Cramped conditions, you know.
I go to the lift, I meet him and I come down the lift and then he comes in the lift. He was a bit of an overweight man, but he was a nice man. He didn't smell disgusting, you know. Like he was like, hello.
Not quite cookies and cream, but close enough.
He was close enough. Oh, yeah, and so we go upstairs and, you know, he gets undressed and I got undressed and, you know, and so then I'm like, yeah, I just worked him, did his fucking nipples for him and the things. And then he was like so enthused. And because I like, I think because he goes, do you want to close the curtains? Like the construction workers across the way can see us. And I'm like,
who cares?
Well, that's good for them, isn't it? I mean,
over there jerking off over it themselves,
Come on, mate. And he's like, oh, yeah, fair enough. And so then we, and then he finished himself up, and and then off he went, and then he was like, oh yeah, and we had a little bit of a conversation afterwards, like, he's like, oh yeah, I go to Alice Springs. He said, I work out in communities and things. I'm a bit of a this and that, and I was like, oh yeah, Of course, I never contacted him again or whatever. But
that's what the G's about,
It is what the G is about.
Come on, bro. Come on.
But,
get realistic about it. We talked about it. It's your special little space from '84.
That's it. But it wasn't bad. The thing I actually felt, the thing I felt about it in that experience there, was that I was a predator in a way, not in a mean way, not like I was like hunting people in that kind of gross way.
Well, you sort of you did go on the hunt though, because you opened the app and
I opened the app. But what I mean by it is more of like that men are presented as being like this sort of, I don't know, like as if it's
the initiator.
But they're the insecure. There's he wasn't like I was kind of taking advantage of him in a way because he was needing something, and so it's
Well, so were you. It was mutual.
Well, it was a little mutual.
A mutual exchange, fella. What's the problem with that?
Well,
you're adults.
Well, I mean, I know I didn't do anything. I was flapping. Like I didn't get
require that.
No, I didn't need him touching me.
Happy to help.
Yeah, happy to help. Yeah, happy to help. So it was a little one-sided. Yeah, like it was a little one-sided in that way. But for me, that was experimental and experiential. Like I wouldn't say experimental. Well, experimental in the sense of full rando mode, and people are like, you've only done a few, like what's your problem? And it's just like, well, I guess I think the main reason then after that why I sort of didn't do much else of that was in that regard was because in Alice Springs you go into something like that and you know all the people.
Everybody is no one. That's right, and you pretty much you get the
So it's not really...
You get to know the rainbow connection. Yeah.
And then in Sydney, like I thought I'd think about it, but then there's like not just the safety issues, but more like the sexual health issues, like where you might end up like, someone lying or whatever, and you get like sick, and then that's a bit of a permanent feature.
Which is, piece of shit, that's right.
Yeah, because they're like, no, I don't have anything, and then you're like, oh shit, now I'm diseased. That's why I think like maybe brothels and things are a good idea, because
they're a safer space.
They're way safer space. They've actually got all these like health and safety requirements. There's legislated in New south Wales. They're a legal service, and
people have needs.
People have needs, and I mean, once again, that's kind of like the prey predator creature. People have needs, and so you can come in and take things for their needs, and it's and they see it as a fair exchange.
Saves them harming others.
Yeah. But he wasn't like super attractive, but I wasn't like it didn't struggle me.
It shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't be about that. It's the thing. It's delivering the thing, isn't it?
It's delivering the thing.
Yeah.
And I think if they were unclean or like gross in that kind of way,
well, you'd say, well, look, you need to get over to that fucking the wash area there.
Yeah, I'm going to hose you down.
Just give that a sparkle, mate, and you come back and you'll be right.
I'd like to do the hosing.
Antiseptic swipes.
I think I'd like to do the hosing.
If it's stingy, then it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And so I think some like skills and
medical
health
attention.
Checks.
That's right. Yeah.
And I was actually recommended. It was called like I don't actually have my phone in front of me at the moment, but it was called like Scarlet something or something. I don't know. It was like a red sounding name. Anyway, they're actually like it's like if there are actually kind of like not pimping services for getting you into the sex work industry, but there are kind of there are supportive kind of things that make that you can go and learn if you're wanting to go into the sex industry.
Into those particular
so you can have a bit of more knowledge around how to be safer, and how to maybe check for like things you need to check for.
Looking after yourself, looking after your clients. That's
exactly
what it's about,
Yeah. And but I think that work would be, there's a flexibility to that work. Some of that work would be at night, which is kind of advantageous because instead of sitting around doing not much, then during the day I could be doing my own thing and at the gym and programming and shit, and then you just go in for like 4 or 5, 6 hours, whatever your shift is, 5-6 hour shift, I don't know, how it rolls, and usually like there's kind of like a baseline.
Required,
and usually like you said, there's a baseline service where maybe it's like happy ending massage, which I can do because you got conversation, theatre, massage with happy ending. So I can achieve all of that, like, and it would be kind of interesting, from all of those kind of perspectives. I would be, I wouldn't be bored, and
you'd have a variety of things that you could engage in. That's right.
Yeah, and learn about and different people, and and challenges in myself to overcome. Like when I'm into that, like I like like the squeamish or whatever.
Taboo period.
Like the various little glitches, and then additional services. Like if it's like, oh no, but I really want you to do this, you're like, well,
let me check the rate card.
Yeah, let me. You got to go to the ATM, my friend.
That's above
you do that
on the normal call.
And you don't do that. You don't ask for the money afterwards. You ask for the money before. So it's a bit like it's a bit like computer repairs. If you ask for the money afterwards, they're like, nothing's wrong with it.
You don't know what kind of things are going to need an oil change or a tune-up.
And once again, like even if I was at uni or I was like doing those micro courses, they'd be all through the day. Go to the gym, go get an irrelevant certificate just for personal amusement.
That's it.
Yeah, and then go and earn 150. Go earn and earn that 150 in the hour afterwards, like a thing, and make bank. I reckon I could my hourly rate would go up from $50 an hour. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Because the problem at the moment is some days.
Well, it's pushing up the skill factor. Yeah. The more you experience, the more you're entitled to,
Yeah, and you might offer more services.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one potential limitation. I don't know. I have one if I was to offer anal sex services, which are in full femboy mode, they cost. Yeah, you get some good money for that shit. Less than women. Women earn more. Women get paid more. It's not
way more,
the wage gap in sex work is
they're the
unfortunate.
undisputed champions of that service, really.
They are.
In the beginning. Yeah. I'm sure there was a lot more femboys back in the Roman era, but yeah, I'm sure the women would have been doing way better than the
way better. So to this day, everyone talks about the wage gap, but in certain industries, it's flipped, and you don't get same pay for same work in the sex industry. Not necessarily. So you are a little less paid, but I have unfortunately, maybe I should go to a doctor. Maybe it's sort of like a cosmetic sort of advantage or something like that. But I have one little I have one hemorrhoid, and the hemorrhoid story is kind of funny because it actually happened when I was building our original main collection over at Bloodbaths.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'd sit in the computer room on the ground, and it'd be fucking winter and it'd be cold, and I'd just be just going through all of the things, building all the artwork, building the collection, making sure everything's named correctly. It was an epic undertaking. It took a couple months, and so sitting on that cold ass floor.
Got to give you the roids.
I got one.
Yeah.
So
not only what does it, but there are other ways it can happen too if you.
Oh no, that's when it happened.
Yeah.
I can tell, man. I can tell that was the time it happened.
Because pretty much shortly afterwards it was,
I remember literally
it was angry,
I was like,
it got angry.
Oh, that is real. If you sit on the cold floor, that's
check that shit. Yeah.
It's real. So I think that one little, so if I got that maybe, but I know that burning it off or whatever doesn't really fix it.
No, it's not. No. And you can use the retinol or whatever to help shrinkage and to reduce it. Yeah, that's what they use. You can use the retinol to reduce your bags under your eyes and your special friendly grapes. That's
the
it.
Friendly grape and the eye bag.
Yeah.
So the eye bag and the grape are the same.
Just don't get them mixed up. So you know what I mean? Have one, put on there the bags and then the other one the anus. You know what I mean? Make sure
the ball, the bag.
The ball, the bag. That's it.
The grape.
Or even grape, and then the
bag.
the bags. That's it.
Bags and grapes.
And
bags and grapes.
Bags and grapes. Oof.
Yeah.
Love the special season episode 2 music, man. Since we applied the manual. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Solve it, hey? Solve it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just bringing out the hits.
Yeah, it just changed it immediately. You just
the whole formula just boom.
Wow, it was done. The formula knows.
Handed to Sono. Special, here you go. Here's the manual.
Impress.
$1 million hits. That's it.
So I will keep you updated. I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to go and check out next week. I think, it can't be this
See
week.
what's available. Yeah.
Well, go and speak to the, go and see if I can start attending this Scarlet or whatever it's called, this thing that's sort of like a bit of informational purposes and such. Yeah, and if you're lubed and stuff, if you've got the lube and the person knows what they're doing, if you wanted to earn an extra $300-$400, depending on the dude, not like some giant horse human, then
well, it's a good little cashy.
It's a cashy. I mean? Yeah, it's a good cashy.
Little cashy.
Yeah, it's a good cashy. Not for everybody. You've got to choose. You don't have to say yes. I think that's the thing important to know is you don't have to say yes.
Yeah, right to refuse.
You can say yeah.
You do have a right to refuse.
And there's a theatre in that, I understand. You don't just say no. You've got to have a theatre to it. Oh, look at the settler. Where are you going?
I'm putting a little special water park.
Oh, I know where that settler's going.
Man, I got a 19 now. Look at this.
Yeah, you're a zillion ahead, man. My capital city is a 9.
Money coming out the wazoo.
Yeah, no,
one of my small cities that I just dropped not long ago is now an 8. That one down here on the southern continent.
Yeah, this is my first settler coming down now, which is going to be a...
I'll help him. I've got plenty of troops here, man, so I'll be guarding.
Settler on the way to start the west side, east side rather. Get the locking in.
I'm going to plonk the night there.
And as you say, you don't know, you'd start something that leads to things, So I'm giving some handies and some stuff like that and some, massages and theatre and conversation.
Yeah.
Occasionally tell a story of a bit of a this or a bit of an extension, a bit of extra bonus monies. For the people, you feel a bit is worthy.
Yeah.
And then it leads to something else. You meet someone, get a bit of an
Yeah.
escort, maybe I can do, because that's the thing I'd really like is to be...
Get down the cat ears and the wig and doing the whole...
Oh, well, I wasn't even thinking that. No, I'm actually... I could do the cat ears and wig though. I'd totally be. I could be a cat person.
Yeah, that could be the little bit, you know what I mean?
Since the game has entered a new era.
You know what I mean?
For each industrial or later building constructed, reform the coinage. Each time you can... Okay. Hick.
Cool.
What's 3 score? How can I discover new continents? There's barely need to be... I guess I just reform the coinage or maybe construction. Yeah, I think because what I would love to do in that regard is be I think what is really termed like escort services, like where someone comes into town, they're like, I've got to go to a special like a thing. It's a stuff. There's going to be these people there. I need someone someone there with me. So you escort that person to their event. And they have that and so in that regard, you need to be like super like the conversational quality is like really high. Your ability to communicate like at all levels, whatever that might be in a business or science or like other kinds of situations, medical, not ever be seen stupid, know how to like not get drunk, not have to be on drugs, like to do that and look elegant and like fucking and that like I can nail that shit like so high level like so and that's what I'd like to do.
Like I said, just something to think about,
Ooh, oh my God. Ooh, no, I don't know. That one, and then and I think that'll give me the space for the courses. One of the reasons I didn't do it, like why I already haven't been saying this, is really just because of the kids. And like when you got like I say 12-year-old daughter and you're like, I'm a sex worker, that's probably a bit complex for them. But like my daughter now would be just like, tell me all the deets, or maybe not. It would be not.
She'd understand.
She'd be interested or like find it funny or like it wouldn't demolish her brain. Like I don't think. No. And I think that's important. I think it'd be pretty hard. She's fairly sturdy in it. Like
hardened in this terrible reality.
Yeah, she's pretty hardened, man. Like I'm not too stressed about that. So put a builder in here. Is there anything to even build here though? No. It is a bit interesting so neighborhoods. Oh no, I can't do that. I need a builder. Oh, one thing I've noticed in this game is that when you pay money to build a troop or like say you build a settler or a builder or something like that, it makes them then you can keep making more, but they cost more and more money. Like there's kind of like it doesn't just let you continuously build shit. Like you can continuously, but it costs. You pay through the nose like for that. Why is that guy not? Oh, okay. Oh, I see now. Settler, come with. Builder, what are you doing? Okay. Horses are done. Oh, what happened there?
Donk. Oh man, what a spot! Look at this side. Where this guy's dropped. Double chocolate, rice.
Where are you in the?
Down in the South America. Yeah. Started my conquest.
Yep, first settlers on its way. Oh, yeah, there you go. I see Seven Polar. So what I'll do is I'll come in, see where your like privateer is on the east coast.
Yeah, I'm bringing them down as support.
Yeah, that's where I'll come in there and I'll drop one in there.
Yep.
And along that coastline and lock in the coast.
Yep.
So we can keep
devouring the southern continent.
Yeah, well, one of the things I noticed in the games that I've played,
you need to keep growing.
Yeah, well, one of the things I've learned,
you get to a certain point,
you
stop
keep
growing.
Going. No stopping. But I think that the thing is that you gotta. There's a real advantage in being able to buy out the land, like to just buy off the coast, so no one can get to you, and then you don't ever open your borders, and then they can't land on you unless they
can't
going
land. Surround the coastlines. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah. So that's the objective.
There was a bit of talk about taking the northern territories. Yeah, all ordered. Special securing the northern borders. Bit more draining action going. I think that's what we need.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, I just took Hong Kong. Like I've got 2 new cities up here. Where's my ship? Oh yeah, here cruising. And I'm going to come up now and I'm probably going to take Cardiff. It depends if we've got any resources, actually. I might not.
I'd be checking the resources first. If you're going to drop it in. Best to leave them as a little brand.
It's a city-state, because they're in really awkward places. So it's like, I don't really want to.
Well, if you have to, you can just, genocide.
The good old human condition, own it. And that's what I said to my client actually yesterday also, was just like, look, I don't care. I'm not saying you guys are bad. Anyone who's doing that, both sides are bad.
Yeah, that's it. Just perspective, really.
Yeah, it's just that, just own it. Don't pretend that you're not doing it.
The bad guy isn't me. When I think from that, I am just the only one here.
No, we're all the bad guy.
Yeah.
But the art of it is not to pretend, stop pretending that you're not.
Yes.
That you've got justification and no one else has. And it's just like, let it, like, if
everyone's justified. That's right.
Justified.
I reserve my right to give you the finger regardless of who you are. You know what I mean? Like if I got to drop the bird, I'm going to drop it on you.
Bird drops. The dropping of the bird.
That's right.
Essential bird drop.
Bird needs to be dropped, and it will be.
Yeah.
Took.
Pre-purchasing of anything.
No, that's it. Compare placement. Stunk. Man, I know all the city states, mate. They're my friends.
Yes, you have many friends.
Many friends of city stages. Reaching out. They all want to be part of the is was will
be part of it.
They want to be part of the is was will be's.
How do you add production to something you can't anymore, can you? Like you used to be able, I think there must have been,
yeah, I know. You used to be able to stack so that when you need to pump out troops, you could just do a pumping stack. Yeah.
but not so much.
Not so much. I haven't had a look at how that's interfaced, but I'm sure there is abilities for that. Like we'll get better as we play the game. So by the end of the season, we'll be six aficionados.
Well,
we might even include some mods because I've seen some good mods out there as well for the game. Like
it's Infinity.
Yeah, Infinity thing. That's like Minecraft with the the add-ons, the whole.
Have you been building some more troops to get up to these because they're getting a bit.
They're getting feisty. I know.
Yeah,
I've got crossbowmen coming, so I've got infantry
these
sitting here. But I've got
rangers.
walls around here, so move back into my territory. And then if they try and attack, you can move into my territory, and if you get too close to my city, I'll bombard them.
Yeah, they just got limited.
Yeah, as soon as they're in bombardment range with my walls, I'll just put it.
Charleston has made
put the hammer down. I've got one turn for a. Hang on, I'm going to send a catapult up as well. Give us a second.
Charleston can go to New York.
Drop some armaments on his head.
Cincinnati, New Orleans.
Line infantry.
Actually, I want to go to.
And I don't. Coal resources. Cool.
Hunza. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Technology.
Get
a +1 from plantation improvement.
Ballistics.
Industrialization.
Mass meteorage. That's what I want.
Oh, Charleston.
Much propaganderings.
Oh, the growth has stopped
my
again.
mass meteorage.
I can't.
All shall follow the is, was, will be's. We are the righteous ones. All right, that's not time for some explorings because I haven't done the.
I need more.
All the way across this way, have I? Oh, have I? No, I did.
Annoying.
Okay, stay here. Sleepies. I should send him down here. Get that. There's a freebie there. There's a freebie there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much up here, I don't think. I think Cardiff will just have to
here.
remain as is.
What the Frasnackles? All right, I'm going to go down here, but I'm going to hang out in this general area where you're going to plonk. Cool.
Yeah, how's that coming? They're coming along. I think they're on their way. They're down near they're going through the sort of Caribbean at the moment. I've got a troop waiting for them to connect up.
Yep.
So I'll have a little defensive unit. I've got a builder coming ready. Harbours everywhere. How many harbours got going? Like two new harbours coming along. I hope that I manage to build this. I don't know that I will, but my goal is I hope I get this. I've got a couple of wonders under construction.
Yeah. So I've got a whole stack of troop upgrades. So I'm going to release some of my spearmen and just maybe upgrade them in my territory and then send them up. We'll take out this guy up north here. He's being annoying. We shall work together.
Hey, it's through the whole Iran leveling Israel.
Yeah.
And the Western media turning that off so we could see the full glory of the mess.
Where's our missile cam? Yeah.
Well, it turns out where's missile cam? Anonymous came out at that time, the architect, saying some shit.
Yeah, territorial pissing. We're going to do something. We're going to release. Yeah. Gotcha.
We're going to release.
Release the hounds of hell. Yeah.
How many years have these clowns been claiming they're going to release something or another?
I think the biased media propaganda system has released more than they have.
I know, right?
At this stage, all right? Yeah.
They've literally done nothing. They're just weaklings.
Well, I don't know if they weaklings or just, hey, sometimes I wonder. I mean, how easy is it just to put on the special voice? Hello, we are the Daleks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To pretend it could be anyone.
We are the superior beings.
In the early days of Anonymous, I was slightly impressed. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, you know.
Yeah. Well, intrigued. Oh, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. It's always something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen. Nothing.
Never happens. Come on, Si.
Never.
Never. Lots of, you know what that is? It's the bully that always pulls the punch. Oh, next time. Like, after a while, you're just like, are you going to throw that punch or what? You know? You almost want to punch him to see if he will throw a punch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Anonymous needs to go away now.
Step up. Step up or go away.
Go away. Step up or go away. Because they've offered nothing.
Receipts. We need receipts.
Oh, actually, they've offered everything and given nothing.
Yeah.
Has Anonymous ever released anything?
You know what that is? That's an arranged marriage.
Ah, yep.
Yeah. Offer everything, but give
them nothing.
Yeah.
And it makes sense when you describe Anonymous as an arranged marriage. I think that's a reasonable point.
I try to tie together similarity. Yeah. I'm not shy with my processing of it. You know, I like to keep things real, as they say. You got to keep things real.
Yeah, Anonymous, nothing.
What looks done?
And there's definitely the 17 days was passed, and that's it. It's like when did they turn up? Like, hang on, I'll just ask a question somewhere. When did?
Yeah, pose it to our little special friend.
It's a simple thing to ask.
What was that special term?
Early 2000s, 2008.
Yeah, don't be an askabator.
The 2003-6 origins are loosely associated online identity from 4chan. Yeah, of course. There was sort of largely prank-based trolling, project chronology, Scientology, Church of Scientology. It was aimed at the Church of Scientology, political activism, WikiLeaks, Arab Spring, Occupy Wall Street. So there's sort of, 2008 was where they really appeared on the stage. So that's, 2008 is like that sort of, well, it was like, and since then, they've released nothing, I don't think. They always claim they have documents they will release. Have they ever?
Never delivered.
Well, they have in the past. In 2011, 2012, like Arab Spring, that's it. Oh, in 20 claimed. Oh, they claim. Oh no, this is the claims. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It claims.
Claiming.
Failed.
Yeah. That sounds like founding to me.
Yeah,
I founded it, so I give it a name, and now I made it. I am the founder because I founded it.
It was a long time ago. The last time they actually released something, 2011, 2012. Like 13 years ago.
Wow. And where's the results? Like, you'd think you'd be a little bit, hey, we did this.
That sort of timing is kind of like the post-GFC, 4chan. That was where
yawn.
QAnon was starting to form. It's misinformation. It's bullshit. You've got a musket.
Diversion. It's
diversion.
Got a
ranger coming. Oh, you got
subversion. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've got infantry in there. I just click on him and there we go. I knew that it's supposed to go to this mode when you want to blast them. Doof. All right, cool. Get it on. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's always good to have walls.
Yeah, they acted because you get your little cannon move when things get closer. That's why I said with your other troop, you should have just jumped inside my territory, and then as long as you're near my city, I can bombard whatever's trying to.
I just wanted to get out of the way
shenanigans game.
So the troop could live because I'm actually going up to the actual base to take it out.
Yeah.
So once these guys
build a bombarder. Oh, actually, I'll build a knight because I should be able to set it. That's only 8 turns. I got a catapult on the way. It's supposed to. There you go. It's not fucking bombarding either, you idiot. Do us. There we go. That should have knocked him out. Just about. I want you. Defensive wing.
Anonymous, the ineffective. Anonymous, the sponsored. Hysteria division.
Yeah.
Sowing mysteriousness. Achieving nothing.
Mysteriousness with nothing. Yeah. Boring. All right, I got pizza turning up at the door shortly, so I'll be
it's leveraging. Like, you need to come out before the event happens and then say this is going to happen, kind of like we do.
Yeah. Give it a little bit of precog going.
Come out 6 months before and say this was not.
Just throw the dice.
You can see this is going to happen. No, we did. Because look, we can, a broken clock is right twice a day.
It is.
Like
it is a very, very wise saying. That's right.
But at least we'll give it a go and put it out there.
Based on the current events and the data available.
You know something? This little addition to the sex work thing. Everyone has like people use like the special stage name. Like the special.
Oh yeah. Have your little.
Your worker name.
Worker name. That's right.
I just want to use my real name.
Just straight up.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Definitely
not
brave. No, of course not.
So fuck it. Be proud.
See, that's the thing, man. I guess, yeah.
The sex workers I've known.
Yeah, naming rights, man. I guess.
Yeah, I do. My name's fucking. It's got case. The sex workers I've known when they do use fake names, theatre names. It's like
a lot of that's just for protection. Yeah.
But what protection do you really have? Like if some seedy cunt wants to do your thing, wants to harm you. They just wait around
Thank you, sir.
till the next day. Nice. And then they see where you go. You jump in your car or whatever. And then they don't do anything. No. So they just cruise around another time they see your car there and just chuck like a tracker on it. They did your name.
They'll find you. Yeah, that's right.
We're not protected.
Pretty easy. I've seen those magnetic clip ones you can just throw at things and whoop, that's it.
And they're not Apple tags or GPS. They're like trucking companies and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Keep an eye on their boys.
Yeah.
Or girls or whoever's doing the driving, otherwise stated.
But once again, I think that the better thing to do is like to be, the safety is in transparency.
Yes, of course it is. Yeah.
Like the opposite of
I only use the name Orion Situ because I feel that's
I've called you Orion.
It was my beginnings. Like I love my beginnings. Yeah. Always kept. It's been a true name across all my characters. Yeah.
It's barely an alias. Like in my mind.
I mean, people who love me call me M.
Exactly.
Yeah, they know.
Like I have this is your name.
Essentially, I was going to change in the 2000s anyway. So when I got to that certain point, Yeah, this is me. People ask me what my fucking good name is. That's my good name. Yeah,
that's my dead name.
The other one my parents gave me, this one's my good name.
My good name.
Yeah, that's it. Get the best result out of that one. Because I keep asking you, is it A-Y-A-R-N? I'm like, no, not that one, not that one.
No.
Similar try, but not that one. Yeah, there is some blood in there, Families were intermixed, that's right.
Yeah, you do have blood in there.
Got to remember that. Yeah. Got to have a little bit of blood in the game.
You do.
Yeah. Well, otherwise you're not playing, are you?
No.
There you go.
Toying.
Just toying.
Is that a joke?
Why are you even here?
Yeah.
Please go home. Yeah, taxi. You got to put it down, bud,
You do.
Yeah, it isn't a game. Now, who would set that on fire? That is ridiculous. There is something else in here. There's got to be another tribe or something in the middle there. I know it catches, unless that's the feature, like the Amazons always catch on fire. Like,
oh, wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
What's going on
there?
Chocolate
and bananas are melting. Man, I'm not happy. I'm telling you. Going on right now. Like, it's place. I tell you, it's got to be something to do with climate change. Yeah, we're already starting. There's too many people smoking cigars in the 1860s, and it's causing climate change. They need to cut back on the cigars.
Cigar smoking too much.
Yeah, please, just, take it easy. We don't need more forest fires in the Amazons.
No.
Because you carbon fucking ignorant cunts, all right?
Too much.
Yeah, you need to just ease back on the old emissions. Go a bit of nuclear mushroom.
Nuclear? No, that'd be fun.
That's it. Yeah, grow some nuclear mushrooms.
I don't think we'll even get to that. Because you played a short game, like you've got a really short game, 250 times, like it's like...
Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to get there. But look, it's good. It's good practice. We get a little run and, it's taught us to up our game, having it shortened, that's for sure, Best be getting on with business and just toying around. Yeah. But yeah, skills upgrade is very important, So, sex work's not for me.
I'm not saying it is, man.
No, but definitely a challenging field to get into. Like I could envision something, but it doesn't, I don't know, it's not my cloth, you know what I mean? Yeah. No, it's not the reason. It's not the reason I'm here. I'm here to enjoy other people's company, but it's more a one-on-one thing. It's not a group thing, yeah. Or,
I'm just going to be in the middle of it all.
Whatever's necessary. I'm not willing to become a toilet, okay? Definitely put that on the list. I'm not a toilet.
You're not a toilet.
Yeah. No.
A cup?
I could imagine myself as a vending machine.
A vending machine?
After watching
Boxo?
the Boxo, work the ladies. Like I could definitely get the vending machine. The free gigs.
Are we up to date?
Oh, yeah, truly. Yeah.
Is it letting us speak?
It's awesome, man. He's creating error to create speech.
Yeah.
Error in what was given to create, using the vowels and reforming them, creating like a virtual error to actually speak. Yep. Being retarded to speak. Wow, what an eye-opener, bro. Like, that's what it gave me that. I was like, oh, fucking hell, that's a big delivery, that one.
That is, through that retardation, he has like to learn more ability.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of retardation, if you use it well.
It is.
It's like writing a haiku. Oh, you can be retarded to writing this amount of...
Ultimate focus. That's what it's about. Ultimate focus. Nothing else around matters, just the thing. Nothing else matters, just the thing. That's it.
Pure.
Full focus.
Pure glorious.
You could be whacking them with a stick and the master would be going, he has reached enlightenment. You know what I mean? Full focus.
Full focus.
No flinching, nothing.
No. Boss mode. Engaged.
Owning it.
Loving the retardation of yourself.
True owning is just being in that tunnel.
And if you can do everything, it gets weird. You don't know what to do.
Yeah. It's not complex, okay? All it is true focus. Yeah. It's what the hunter did before he threw that spear and put it straight through the deer's heart. Yeah.
Settlers.
Deer problem on the Gold Coast.
Deer problem.
I want to invoke my right to hunt venison once again. How do I apply for a license to invoke my right to hunt those tasty deer on the Gold Coast that are causing problems, apparently?
Oh, so this is interesting. I know you mentioned to me this week about it. It's a bit of a newsy item, but historically speaking,
I want to hunt. I've got the equipment.
You do have the equipment.
I've got these pests and be able to do it the traditional way, the skinning and the horns. I want my antler horns, bro. I want my right for my antler horns.
Where's all my stuff gone?
Yeah, it's an age-old thing that we do.
It feels like you're being denied, like a sort of a condition of yourself.
I am. The facility is here. There is pest management involved.
Yep.
I could be doing ancient rites and getting my fucking manhood trophies.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's being denied. So I need to look into it more. I need to investigate. I think that's what I need to do.
Well, I remember...
Call my Viking roots, call the honour of my Viking roots.
Wow, all must have appeared. I must have been producing some.
I'll do the proper prayers and I'll make the offerings to Odin as required, always. All praise one eye.
Oh, the one eye, the joy.
Yeah.
The one eye of love and joy.
The All Father. Right? All Daddy.
All Daddy.
All Daddy, mate.
Mate, pure. When I was, I remember it sounds weird, but I remember when my family had property in Jimboomba and the people next door had deer.
Yeah.
And the fences were never high enough and the deer were not really satisfied enough.
Just cruise, yeah.
And one of them actually went up, even then, one of them went, they disappeared sometimes. They'd go, fuck you, and jump the fence.
Yep, go on the mission.
Yeah.
Deer mission.
And
Santa's orders.
So they're
get the shit done.
So this thing has been going on for all these hobby farmers. And it's the thing about hobby farmers, they're not really into it. It's like a little fantasy. And so, they go and get the alpacas, the fucking deer, but some stupid thing. And next minute they're causing a problem. And I think that I've seen deer, and even where you got people up in the sort of Springbrook area,
Yeah.
I remember them deer up there too.
And they move around, man. They're agile.
They are. They're agile. They jump fences. They're willful creatures.
Unruly in numbers.
That's not good. These guys are overpopulated. that doesn't give him more housing, doesn't give him more trouble. Might build.
I'm just sitting on the coastline here, waiting for Cyber. I might just skip his turn. We're continuing now across the Arctic Ocean.
Might not build that.
Cool, I guess. Gotta find Australia.
Renaissance isn't really going to cut it.
Bombardments.
Neighbourhood.
Getting flogged at the moment. It's good. Push. Plenty of experience going on. That's good. Dacioni. Texacore.
Me.
I think we need builders, don't we? Yes, improvements.
Wow, there are so many city-states.
Yeah, there is, brother.
Wow.
It's strange that I don't share with you when I know about them because we're friends.
There's a massive list.
So it's trade routes for me, trade routes to those city-state nations. Plus, we're getting the emissaries in there, and the max you can get in there, the better.
Oh yeah.
Because it almost flips them because it shows all their territories and all their troops when you get to the max level.
I think I'll give Teo some space. And those deer, they're intelligent too. Have you ever hung out with them or met them? They've got not a cheeky eye, like some creatures might have a cheeky eye, some might have a suspicious eye.
They've got a foxy nature.
Yeah, they're above suspicion. It's like they know that
you're either a good person or you're there for dinner. They can make those assessments pretty quickly.
They can. Oh shit, this guy's already been. Oh my god, I've been attacked by multiple things. I'm gonna get out of here.
Group walloping.
Yeah, group walloping.
A group walloping. It's like some of those Facebook, the Facebook groups. With that meme where you got the administrator and the people in the group, and then it's got them, putting the beat down on the new person complaining about something. It's like you didn't come here to complain. You're here to, whatever. Yeah.
But I don't know. I reckon a deer, if they're in clusters.
Sorry, I got pasta tonight from
what'd you get?
The seafood one. So I'm adding extra tuna with spicy because it's flavourless.
Build everything.
As always. Flavourless.
How much is a settler build? 9 turns to a settler.
That's pretty good for a city. I got some of mine too for settlers.
Oh yeah, this is a zero cost settler this one too.
So yeah, finally got the letter organised. So dispatched to ATO and
did they have an excuse?
Very embarrassed. Got back to me pretty quickly. So I was like, all right, I'll overlook this. But better not be any more shenanigans. Like I'm wary now.
Yeah,
like
this is the second thing.
You've created a wariness to me. So best be
And you have it's not fair. Like they're sort of like not really. They haven't done themselves any favors.
Unwilling to continue with shenanigans, but yes. My part for build didn't cost me $700 fucking dollars.
No.
There's my win. There's my little mini win.
Well, also like that's $700, but then the wrong dated letter, you would have been.
Yeah.
We're now just seems like part of the story.
Envelopes would have been reached. That's right. Yeah, and I would have gone back away.
Yeah, man.
But happy with the result. Yeah, good. I'm pretty sure it'll be happy fun times. M smiling with new rosies. Tuna and macaroni. That's the shit.
Hey, Dad, need a plate to eat. Oh.
Dishwasher. No one unloaded it.
Yeah. So do you think these deer are like? This isn't their natural territory.
No.
And they're massing.
Becoming a real problem.
Intelligent, massing, big, can fuck you up, jump things.
It's like something out of those movies, where
they got big chests.
They get the glowing eyes, and then people get very scared.
Yeah, I think so.
Fear.
I'd be
major fears.
No. Concerns.
Terrified. Is that the word?
And they started encroaching, coming into like suburbs.
And see it
lounging in pools.
Yeah.
Jumping on cars, kicking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like becoming like a
technology.
Acquiring technology.
Posting, pooping on human porches and shit. Social media offensive.
They're
It's amazing what deer can do when they're bored.
Yeah, because you think about America, like there's 360
they're not
million
like
of
sheep
those.
where they just sort of hang around there together. And deer
There's 360 million of those lazy aiders and abettors, and they those are the deer there. Even with 360 million, they're still.
Oh, they're pretty wallopy. You don't want to mess with them.
No. You got to have big guns to deal with that.
Not during rutting season.
Oh,
hell no, mate.
And so then you look at Australia. There's like 27 million of us. We're gonna get rolled if we're not careful.
We are.
And there's like people up in the Gold Coast there or whatever. They got no guns.
Spiders are already rolling aside. In Australia, spiders outnumber us by no one. They just stop counting.
The end of
You want to know who the population game was? Spiders. Day one. Okay.
Day one.
We all praise the great mother spider.
the hero of all.
Finally bringing world peace.
One spider at a time.
Oh,
right?
Incredible.
Yeah. The art of communication.
What a woman. What a mother.
Yeah. What would that? Yeah. The best kind of mother lets their children eat each other. I mean, I didn't have enough. I mean, I suppose I had like cats and dogs as brothers and sisters. They wouldn't have fetched much of a feed.
It's about survival of the fittest, you know. Only the strong will win. And talking about that, man, we've had some people launching themselves off buildings in Brisbane recently. A new building. I'm not going to mention the name of it because it's associated with things that I do for my work, right? But yes, third person to launch themselves from the building. Achieving splatter various on fences and stuff.
Like they're trying to like, see if they can sort of...
Artistic. I think it's artistic expression. Yeah.
Just like...
Creative suicide.
You know, okay, it's interesting you mentioned this because one of the buildings I work in Sydney, which is social housing, you know, like they've now equipped...
Have they got little splat crosses out the front? Or like where they're
No, but what they've put in is like
memorial.
The ability to like they put like
they got nets. They got
they've put up a camera arrays so they can like you can get full just fucking just really record it like just so that you can broadcast that. 5 cameras, maximum angle, you know, unify system. It's a unity. It's a ubiquity network. True production. About 5 cameras. Ubiquity Wi-Fi, so it's like real time. Yeah. Either side. So you just got max coverage.
Suicide cam. It's like Big Brother, but it's suicide cam.
Because it wouldn't stop any. It doesn't. You know, it's not going to stop anyone.
Prevent anything. No, just well documented.
Well documented, so you can get it out there for the monies. The government down here needs some, taxes aren't just doing it.
Here's the outcome.
You need those extra resources.
It was the person's choice.
I mean, it's probably cheaper. It's cheaper than like if the government has to pay for the drugs.
Well, they're just observers then.
And they I mean, you make bank. It's like people in America, right? Like where they're calling the Hunger Games type things. You know, we've got our own form of it, but ours is like not people trying to get in and then get citizenship. It's trying to people leave citizenship. So that's it, man. The Americans are calling for that sort of like citizenship Hunger Games. We've got the no longer wanting to be a citizen Hunger Games.
Exit stage left. Hard ground.
Clean up after me. I was a clean up after everyone else my whole life. Now someone can clean up after me.
Don't worry, I'll turn my own lights out.
Self-responsibility. Yeah. I don't know. Are they
netting
the buildings you're seeing?
I think they better get something organised
from the one building.
Unless there's like some sort of games going on in the way that it's being delivered. Maybe it's like a freak out. They get the person in there and they give them the free, you won the thing, and then all of a sudden all these terrible things start happening, and the dead hooker in the room, and what am I going to do? And pushing them. It could be like a special suicide game going on. Who knows?
Yeah, look, there's levels.
There's been bodies. There's been 3 bodies wash up on the Gold Coast.
Really?
Maybe more. Yeah. Oh, there's some weird shit going on at the moment, bud. Up here in Kingsland. Yep, it's been kept very quiet because I don't know, man. If you've got a backpack on and fully clothed and a life preserver on, and then you're washing up, like, what is that telling you? Why would you have a backpack on?
And a life preserver.
What be going on?
That's an interesting question.
I mean, I understand if you're trying to cross floodwaters or something, but why the life jacket and the backpack?
And where?
Goldie.
So you haven't like come across the ocean? I mean, if you have, it's not like you're crossing like the Mediterranean or like the English Channel.
I think they were river retrievals. Where they were found were near water and river.
So not on the coast.
No, not a sea incident. No, a river incident.
Why would you have a backpack and a life preserver in a river?
I don't know, man. But that was like what was coming up. It was like the person had it. And I'm like, what?
Really? Strange.
Weird times, Si, Florida man's everywhere in the world these days.
Everywhere is Florida, or do you think the okay?
The meme is actually spread, yeah.
So you may be aware that there was an executive order that Coca-Cola has to switch from high fructose corn syrup to cane sugar. Like then it has to happen done. Like
back to the real stuff, yeah.
Back to the originals, which is everywhere else. Whatever that exactly means in the world. But everywhere, like in Australia, it's cane sugar, and like Mexico, it's cane sugar. Like it's only in America where they're like being poisoned specifically.
Yeah.
So
higher numbers. Yeah.
I've been expecting that. Like that was like RFK has been that's one of his bags. That he was pushing, and Maha
helping.
And it was like, okay, how do you, like, it's one thing to say that, it's one thing to go, we're going to, your executive order, presidential order, you need to do this, but then how do they do it? Yeah. How do you comply? Like, how do you then switch out? So it turns out that like for Coca-Cola in the US to switch production of its primary brands to Coca-Cola to cane sugar, it will require 4.3 million tons of cane sugar.
Yes.
And there's about a 12% ton, like of volume that gets that you can extract from cane, from sugar cane. It's interesting, actually. It was interesting when I was researching this because sugar cane.
The pressing, that's right. The pressing
is the product. Sugar cane is the plant, and the thing you get out of it is cane sugar.
Yeah. After you compress the fibers together, it then comes out as cane sugar.
Squeezes the sugar. But it's the opposite. It just flips the words.
And then you refine it to get brown sugar, and then you do extra things to get white sugar and
turns into cane sugar. You know, it's sort of like
pretty much, which is the most natural.
Like coal seam doesn't turn into seam coal.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird one. Anyway, so you need to get 4.3 million tons of cane sugar. You need about 46 million tons of sugar cane. Yeah. And so I was curious as to where it grew. And I'm going to just be honest. I thought initially maybe it was like Ecuador or somewhere, but it wasn't. It is a tropical plant. The biggest location is Brazil.
Has to be in the tropics. Yeah.
Has to be in the tropics. So Brazil, Guatemala. You know, which are, you know, there's some handy places down there for putting people slaves.
Brilliant.
But in the USA,
modern working units. Come on.
Modern working unit. Incarcerated labor, criminals helping pay for their incarceration because they're criminals.
Future Americans.
Well, it's soon to be existing Americans, and we'll get to it in a moment. So, just as a guess, if you think about tropicality and the USA mainland, like where do you think in the 50 states do you think sugarcane grows? Like, and I'll just for example, it's not
Florida.
It's not. Yeah, it's
where
not
the
Utah.
alligator camps are. Florida. Is that where it grows?
Yeah, that is the main state. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't even know.
You didn't.
I could imagine. You got gators. You got cane.
You got cane.
They go hand in hand. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you need. Right. So I thought that's very interesting. That's very handy that a lot of like farm workers have been relocating there lately. Yeah. You know, and
just helped.
You know, and they've got new accommodation opening up down there. You know,
everything's there. It's already
provided.
They've made it. Boop.
Yep. Just fortunately, you know, and then like they're all relocating very conveniently, so it says, you know, and then I thought, well, to support that though, that's one thing. Like you don't need labour, you need the area. So at the moment, Florida, like US produces 30 in 2023. US FDA, US Agricultural Department of Agriculture stats is 32.3 million tons. Is how many is the tonnage from 2023. So we're about 10 million tons short. So you need to expand growing area. Yeah. Now it's reasonable to say in a country as developed as America, the USA, that there's not like large tracts of agricultural land that you're not developing. Like it's not under agriculture. Like you're just not like, we don't need to produce food there. You know what I mean? I don't think that's really happening in the US. I mean, some places where you've got like prairie or other kinds of like stuff, maybe they have other purposes, you know, or sure. But if you could put land agriculturally, you would in a place like America because, you know, they've got so many people and not enough land. Yeah. So then I was curious, like, well, you can't just go and add another 10 million tons. Like that doesn't grow in the same, like a piece of sugar cane takes up X space, requires, you can't just double the capacity in the same, you have to have more land.
You require more land.
You require more land, right? Yeah. And so I started doing some, using the tools that are available to us to search for example, across the last 10 years and see what laws had been passed. And I chose 10 years specifically just so that they're, you know, being transparent, because I decided to look basically to 2016. So basically when the 2030 agenda had been signed off on and we need to localize, and then what are we doing and that kind of thing. So there must be like laws and things in place that have been added in to help with this, because you don't want to do it all at once. You know, you sort of have to, So for example, in HB 1075 in 2016 is state land lease sale flexibility. So it was an amendment, and this is in Florida, and it allows the state to sell, lease or repurpose conservation or submerged lands for agricultural purposes.
Chunk.
So there's your extra land.
Submerged land, with land dumped in there.
And conservation.
Sugar cane going.
Get that sugar cane going. Right? And then,
if you want to keep your Cokie goodness dry.
SB 88 in 2021, the Modernised Right to Farm Act. And this is a particularly good one. It allows farms to expand into urban areas. And the reason particularly why it allows that specifically, like, well, you know, what?
Well, we were talking about this side, the whole, we're going to have to take the extra brunt.
We are.
Suburbia is going to have food going.
And but these are ag enclaves. The language in this is particular. It's like, it's not you making chickens, mate.
Helping.
It's industrial farm right next to your house is what it is.
Yeah, dog. And special. The new neighbours.
The new neighbours. And
they're fighting for their Americanism. The American right to be called Americanas.
And the key part of this legislation in Florida, right, is like, okay, so it's one thing to be able to expand right up to the edges or into urban areas. Right? Yeah. However, that would cause people to be disturbed. Like you got a big pig factory next to you right now, you'd be telling me about it.
That's it. Stink coming across the fence.
Industrialization, lights all the time, all that kind of stuff. So as part of the Modernised Right to Farm Act, if you turn up to protest, trespass, complain about like physical injury or any other things caused by it, it's a civil offence.
Oh, spanky.
So you wouldn't want to show up like saying those incarcerated workers like paying their way, those like relocated farm workers shouldn't be there. You'll become a farm worker because you just committed an offence. Assist.
You'd be helping.
Yeah. Seem keen, seem interested, get in there, give it a go. And then, just then, right, so that's the nice one. So we got like, you can repurpose the land, and then if you try and complain about it, it's a crime, civil offence.
Nice.
Right, and then
winning.
And then in 2025, this year, the Streamlining Ag Enclave Development Act, CSCB 1118. And what it allows is the state of Florida to ignore county zoning and just roll over the top. So if that land's designated for this or that, if that's conservation, and this is important because what you in a tri-level government system where you got local, state, and national, you might like as a state have your own opinion, you know, but then that county might have a different political opinion. And you wouldn't want their different political opinion getting in the way of what you choose.
Interfering with the
yes, the role. So like, no, we don't have like incarcerated workers here. We don't like that. We don't like it. You're forbidden. And it forbids the counties from imposing any new conditions on those farms. So they just so the counties are like disabled. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you're in, let's just say like because you believe in a two-party system for some stupid reason. So you're in a democratic kind of little county. So you think you're going to be immune from slave labor. And then if you turn up because you like don't really get the memo, you know,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. So since 2016, 10 years, strategic planning, and now the labour has all arrived.
Wow.
And Coca-Cola now has been told it has to do this when now it could make an extra 10 million tonnes of sugarcane to get that 1.x million tonnes. I say perfectly timed. And I thought that was really polite, you know, because really you don't want to be putting that on one of your major companies if they wouldn't be able to achieve it. It would be unfair.
Yeah.
It would be unfair to Coca-Cola, you know, like if they couldn't, if it was going to be like, well, we're not going to be able to do this. You know?
Best mates.
Oh, I do want that. And you know, as we've been talking about, like, there's going to be need for, like, there's still, like, even if there's going to be more labour requirements, you know, mobilisation.
They're a hungry machine.
And so a very, very handy executive order was laid down in the last 24. Which is that those with mental illness or other like conditions, I'm being very broad here, very broad, can be institutionalized or imprisoned for their own safety, you know, because it's not
help and safety.
So homeless, mental illness, all these people, they can be
relocated to appropriate facilities.
Facilities for their safety.
For their safety, of course.
For their safety. It's a kind act. You know, the powers that be, you know, that like make up these rules. They were really
always trying to help.
And it was noted. It was noted by someone. The person who like I was seeing and saying this, like this is just new, like literally right now. And they were like, and it's convenient because, for example, trans or other kinds of folk, well, that's now considered a mental illness.
Easily. Whoa. Yeah. All
right, man. Holy shit, bro! Like,
relocatable.
Relocatable, like real business. Truly something.
Wow.
And it's just like this kind of long-term planning, you know, this kind of long thinking, considering like, you know, the safety of others, considering like, you know, making sure that, I mean, because you can imagine like if you've got a mental illness, you don't want to be just locked up in a box. You know, you need to have
some sort of, you know, play area.
Yeah, and you need to like, feel like you're contributing to society, giving a bit back, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know, man. It's crazy shit.
That's some serious, like, wow. And naturally, naturally, all the people like highlighting this business.
The pasta resistance, as they call it.
Yeah. Oh, they're just talking about it.
Usual.
The usual. Just talking about
it. Doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
Nothing, mate.
Nothing.
Sweet fuck all.
Yeah. You know, like it's funny because like the whole notion of the Karen has now just become like
society's whip pussy.
It's just the every person.
Everyone wants to see the fucking manager, mate.
Yeah,
everyone wants to talk to the manager.
See the manager.
Not just Karen.
No,
she's at the back of the line now.
Yeah,
everyone wants to talk
to
her.
Yeah. It's the universal name.
Achieve full glory. A badge of honour if you're not. Like, it's a big club and everybody's in it.
They are.
Everyone can be a Karen.
You can be a Karen too.
Wear this look, you know, be entitled.
But do nothing. Just ask for the manager because the manager will help you.
Yeah, and when the manager says, what can I do to help you? You just go, I'm offended. That's all you need to say. Just those two words.
I'm offended.
I am, or 3 words if you want to spread it out, but I'm offended or I am offended.
Yeah. Just so you're getting maximum value.
Choice is yours.
Yeah. And
it's a learning curve. Like
and the thing about all this,
it fills you with power. When you've done it once, you'll want to do it again.
You do.
You'll want to talk to the manager again.
Because you know that manager is important, and that means you're important.
Well, you develop a relationship after a period of time of asking for the manager, especially if you go to the same facility or the same restaurant or
true. You just keep asking.
And they go, it's Mrs. or Mr. or otherwise stated. Otherwise stated.
Well, that's a mental illness.
Mostly
so
otherwise.
They won't be talking to the manager for very much longer.
Okay. Yeah. The manager will be saying, we've got another one. Yeah, that's it. This one.
Yeah, call in. We need help. We've got a mental illness issue.
That's right. We've got another they them has turned up. Two spirits on the doorstep.
And to just reinforce, I just want to reinforce, and I'll lead into something after this, is that
good.
is that people,
because we're trying to keep it a little bit lighthearted this time.
because people are people are like blaming the Trump, right? However, it is worth noting, it is worth fucking noting that the previous administration, which is the one that invited everyone in to become the work,
set everything up that's going on right now, and it's just,
they were the ones that totally inspired.
He had the ability in his aura, or whatever you want to call it, the trumpetness. He had the trumpetness to be able to push it through. They didn't have that.
No, but they have to do these things are long games. You can't do it in one hit. So the first thing you do is you set up for 4 years.
You set it up.
It's like trans everything, all these stuff, like, so everybody who even has a thought about it, and you make it free for everybody. Like, oh no, it's going to be state paid for. So like, people like myself might have gone, oh well, okay, I've thought about, like, I've really felt like not me or whatever, I felt dysmorphic. So
you've had the dragon moment.
So I would be able to stand up and go, oh me, So then we had this whole period of time, like, where it was totally incentivized to step
come out
up,
and be the big,
to then be called mentally ill and then be taken away.
What an insult! Like, talk about a double-edged slap in the face. With a big purple
show
dildo.
up and get named, mate. It's all good here because you're going to be in a Labor camp.
Love piece of mung beans, all that shit. Yeah.
So it's like one totally invigorated
to the next extreme.
So they're all named and known. Everyone's named and known now.
Prepare the double-ended dildos for the slappings.
That's right, the double-ended dildos. And the reality is, like, when people don't, the fucking muppetry that are online going, Trump did an executive. Trump didn't make this executive order.
What the fuck?
He signed it.
Yeah.
He's the person you're yelling at.
Monogram or the keepsake autograph. Yeah.
The disconnect is the psychological disconnect, like the cognitive dissonance of people like who are literally like saying that Trump is a buffoon. He can barely string two sentences together at the same time as putting it upon him.
Orchestrate this absolute magnificence. That's right. Shut up. Shut up. Sit down.
All of this himself.
You don't get to talk anymore. Sit down.
And when you talk to people and say you actually live in an authoritarian government, no, we live in a two-party democracy. And it's like, so do you know who made these rules? Do you know who made these laws? No, Trump did. So you don't know who made the laws. Right. So that's an authoritarian government because you don't know who made the law. You don't know who made the thing. You have no idea who did it.
Yeah. Come on.
And you can't charge them. You can't yell at them. You can't anything because you don't know who they are.
You install them. You let them buck you every fucking year. Okay. That's it.
So either Trump is like basically the smartest person on earth who's able to work like 90 hours a day and just sits there continuously writing all this really amazingly crazy shit. Like
he's got this face of the sun.
He's like Lucy. Like he's taking the drugs.
That's it. He's on the verge of the full integration into the black ooze, mate. He's ready to go to black ooze mode. Yeah, you know. Sitting on that golden throne, absorbing it all. That's right.
Or he's not.
Yeah. Or he's just an old man,
Or he's just an old man.
Doing his thing as the president, putting his autograph and shit, selecting his underpants and deciding what he wants for breakfast.
All right, I wanted oatmeal and the oatmeal cookies from Macca's. Here they are. Sign it.
There you go, sir. Yep, sign the autograph.
But I like fucking femboys. Sign it.
Sign it. Made quite a few at the island. Nicest.
You remember that one? You had the green eyes.
Yeah. He told me I had a huge penis. He told me I had a huge penis. I love that guy.
He was only about 6. Just the right size for my tiny pee. There's nothing like something smaller to make you feel bigger.
That's why I always pick the the Vietnamese doctors, the lady doctors, because they always got tiny hands, haven't they? It helps, man. It helps.
I'm saying, I get it. Hey, where'd my other trip go? Did they just get taken out? What happened there?
I don't know, man. I had to go and have a religious moment, so
that seems reasonable. Now I've got to try and get onto this coastline, which I can't. Funnily enough, you're in my way.
Did they go there? Yes, they did. South Park. Watch the latest episode.
Yeah, I mean, they're
I mean, even Satan said it was small, man.
I just wanted to say this too. There's all these
He's
people.
a pretty good judge of fucking size, if you ask me.
All the people going on about South Park online.
Yeah.
Like trying to analyse it. And they're connecting it to the Colbert and all this stuff, And so Paramount just they paid out the $16 million to do the thing in the bribe, and then Colbert says the thing, calls it a bribe, and then he gets the silencing the boot.
Yeah. I'm the prostitute. I take it up the arse. I take the money up the arse. Yep. See you later. Thanks for the 16 mil. Fuck you.
Well, the 16 mil they gave to Trump. They paid out, and so now the whole thing is like, they did all this thing to try and get.
He's now the bad boy. He's the lefty bad boy.
Oh,
you understand that? Colbert because he got cancelled.
Yeah.
He'll pick up the whole sympathy.
But he will. So the thing about Matt Parker and whatever they are, Matt and Trey.
Yeah.
So everyone's saying that they're in this long, which is no, not true. They're in this long protracted negotiation because they're like Paramount and Skydance and all some other crap, and I don't really know.
Yeah, the merger.
And Trump's going to ban it, like $16 million. Pay off the bribe.
Don't scare the shareholder shit. Yeah.
Pay the bribe, and then they give $1.5 billion for the next X years of South Park, right? And then the first episode that comes out after they seal the deal is just completely
an ass fucking
of the Trumpster.
It's an
Twinkle
ass
Toes,
fucking.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I loved it. Brought back the character. It's fucking magnificent. Doesn't matter what mask he wears, mate.
You and I have both worked in broadcast television.
Of course, we are aware.
Now I'm here to tell you, like all those. If you think in broadcast television today, let alone when we were working in it,
I know
that you can come in
but far more salacious, but without the evidence.
Well, if you think you can come in with that thing, and you're going to put the tape, the MP4, the whatever, into the reel, and it goes broadcast across the fucking entire thing, and it hasn't been approved. You know what was the one where, what was his name? Like that comedian?
Whose nuts get chopped off with that?
Well, you can't, it would never happen.
Who gets eunuched after that?
Because you remember in Australia, what was his name? The sort of rude comedian who always had the cigar. I don't know.
Graham Kennedy.
Graham Kennedy. And he starts taking the piss on Channel 9 of...
I remember. And fucking, what's his name? Packer rang up and said, wait, cut it.
Cut it.
He had to cut it.
They just cut it. They cut him on the spot, man.
Yeah. Well, if you own it, you can say what you want about it. So it's your mouthpiece.
South Park didn't strong-arm their way into the broadcast room and play that thing and go,
and then force them to play it. No, they knew exactly what they were getting their money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good publicity, it's bad publicity, it's good cop,
at
bad
that
cop,
point,
it's bad cop, worse cop, you know?
At that point, then the person who would be most offended probably would be told, wouldn't they? Well, because you wouldn't want to ruin the deal, would you?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. You'd think.
Yeah, come on. And so they're all thinking like somehow that they've pulled this coup, and it's just the most absurd thing. Like they've literally never been in a broadcast room.
It is the best hook, line, and sinker in a long while. I'll put it that way. Yeah. Come on.
As if they pulled a coup. They'll probably said like, we'll do this, but we want 1.5 billion because we're nowhere
$1 billion because that's pretty much our career. So you set us up.
Yeah, so you'd best be,
you best be putting down the big bills, cunt.
Yeah, because otherwise, no, we're not doing it.
No, that's it. It's our livelihood. Yeah. Not that it's going to change, because all it's going to do is just pull in more fans. It's like an ultimate rake-in. Like they'll get
it's
their
an
money
ultimate
back.
rake-in.
It is the ultimate rake-in.
And either you're going to be...
Who's going to be sweating for the next episode?
Yeah, and you're going to either be like a Trumpster, you're going to be with the twinkle, and then you're just going to be like enraged and even more focused. Or you're going to be or you're going to be totally against him, and then you're going to be like...
It's like mega milking. It's mega milking. That's what it is. It's mega milking.
Come on. You don't give 1.5 billion unless you're making friggin' serious money back.
Yeah. Absolute and purely. Rage bait.
Rage bait. But the lappings, the lapping at the head of the thing, you know.
Who doesn't love a great fail? It's human nature to want a great fail. It is. It's worldwide tall poppy syndrome.
Do you know how many opinion pieces there are going to be on this? Like I watched 2 today. There will be thousands.
Yeah, of course there will be.
Like YouTube will be making like the ad dollars. Oh man, like
just ka-ching. Where my fucking money come?
All these people are going to be like, this is the end of Trump now. You know.
Shut up. He's got what, 3 more years to go.
Oh, they might kill him off.
Change, right? Come on. He's got to be more interesting, mate. I'm willing to put down a bet. That it's going to be another 365 of Terramus.
Terramus Part 2.
Terramus Part 2. Yeah. The Great Escape. Escape from New York. Terramus Part 2.
Escape from New York. Yeah. Actually, literal
Escape Trump Tower. That's it.
That'll be the mission.
Fully documented. Yeah. Personal assistant with head cam, live feed. Yeah.
Musketman, eh? I might upgrade these.
Everybody's angry.
I mean, I accept the extra 365 days of Terramus. I totally get it. I agree. I'm not entirely sure.
I would prefer not.
It's draining.
If I was betting, it would be a draining thing.
But they're not there yet.
You need to have a rest period. Like you need to have the fear dissipate.
No, I don't think you do. Or shock and awe.
To get that max back,
but you really want to shock and awe them. Because there's so much more to come. There's so much more goodness to come.
Put the blanket on them.
The horror.
Give them the blanket,
Like when they're rounding up, when they start with the rounding up, like that. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have a good couple of months of rounding up. The emptyings.
That's right.
It's like,
check if you're a retard or not. Yeah. Getting ready to ship you off.
But I don't know that Twinkles will be there because they're already pulling the 4 sets of socks. Yeah. Like swelling the ankle, preparing the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Setting it up.
Yeah.
Getting it ready.
That's it. It's quite curious that Wow, Hunza, Cardiff, Laventa.
Oh, they're coming in now. Little mongrels. All right. Glad I sent troops up there. Could have been a nightmare. I need to get a trade route going between here and there. So
And those ankles, like whether they're 4 pairs of socks, I don't know.
Stuffed, like, you know.
Stuffed, yeah.
Stuff like tiggies could be stuffed, yeah.
Yeah. Because they're kind of like, you know, yeah, I think that there's, just thinking if I've got this is all lumber mill thing, city stuff, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so that's nice shit.
this guy's going
Man,
to
that fire hurts you, I tell you.
Yeah, it seemed to really put a number on you.
Here we go. There's barbarians. That's who's setting the fires.
Oh, is it?
I was trying to figure out who kept setting the fires. At the moment, there's barbarians here with musketmen, so I reckon they're probably setting the fire. I can bomb them from here. Let's bomb them.
5 surplus, stagnant. Okay, I need to come over here.
See what's up with dark. Why is it doing this? Okay, dark to just finish the wonder. Builder. We need more developings. That's what we need.
That's interesting, yeah, the fire setting. Right, there's no water there. Is there water here? Oh.
I'm suspecting. I'm not imagining it may be true. So I need someone to blame.
It seems like a potential.
It's my human nature.
You need to blame
someone.
No,
yeah, I need to blame someone. That was the
makes
closest
sense.
troop
Yeah,
that
I
was,
get it.
in the vicinity of the fires. Oi, what are you doing there,
I think it's
boy?
time for me to do a bit of pike and shot. What's this? 55-2 musketmen. 55-2. What's the difference? Anti-cavalry melee.
Helping.
Skirmisher. What's this do? 20. Nothing. Corsair. What's this do? Requires horses. I think it's time to upgrade my troop situation. A few places. I just need to
got the special.
spend a little bit of money. Oh wow! I actually, troop production beginneth. Yeah, because there's no real crossbowmen.
Let's get that going.
Musketmen are not ranged though, are they? No.
Sandstorm going on.
I like ranged troops.
I'm talking about
a
with these
real ranged
sandstone
troop
sites.
person.
You can see the little
30, 40, 20, 30.
You hold it over. It says dust storm.
4.
Minus on defense. You're stuck in a sandstorm.
Builder.
Man, it's out already. Figure these things out.
Troop movement.
Yes. Slow spread. Slow spread of the tribe.
it's interesting, like the whole ankles. There's this whole thing around the marking on his hands and the swelling the ankles.
Isn't that just getting old? Like last time I checked, so it was just getting old. Yeah, I know, but it's great when you try and push it as
Well, there's fire. It's just burnt everywhere I was about to go.
I know. Yeah, don't move in there until it goes out, otherwise you'll end up coughing the.
Oh, do you get hurt?
Fire damage. You get hurt by being in the air. That's why I'm standing in that clearing right now. That's probably the best place to build your city because anything in the fire zones just get whipped. But yeah, just try building on the coastline and expanding. I'm hoping when we take up enough territory, we can put in irrigation and shit and stop the forest fires, like split it up. So if they get spot fires and like create buffer zones, I think that's what we need to do down there. Take out some of the jungle. Thinking about it, like taking out the jungle which doesn't have any resource on it.
We got to be careful about that shit. Like you start taking out jungle, it'll I'm gonna need that.
Take out jungle and start exposing that wonderful, tasty modern material stuff that we're gonna need, like cobalt and shit.
But we do have to be cautious because if we do too much of that business, we'll end up
in trouble with the the environmental people. Is that the one? Like,
we'll end up flooding. We'll end up with
rising water levels.
Yeah, well.
Caution.
Killed that guy off. Come around here.
Especially with them coastal towns. Best be inland and on top of a mountain, which my main town has now reached a 20 site. There you go, dunk. I'm going to have to build those sewers next or whatever it is. Yeah. People need to poop. Got to poop somewhere.
I've got 8.
Otherwise, they'll be pooping in the
streets.
streets.
Purchase something here.
I've got production.
Make that. Let's do that. Now I could build a shipyard, but I think that's still what I want. I could go shipyard. Or I could do a builder.
Yeah, I'm builderings.
Here we've got 6 of 7.
Promotion.
I can't really build anything. It's quite interesting. On a coastal tile. Oh, okay. A water park. What does a water park do here? I've never seen one of these. I'll just place a district coastal tile dedicated to keeping people by increasing
back
amenities.
to my territory now.
The river, plus entertainment. Okay.
Actually, I'll still hang a little bit near you because you never know. Ski.
City states.
I'm going there.
How many turns? 1 turn? 18 turns. It's still slight low. We'll get there.
Wow, they got battleships already. They got battleships already.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
They're going hard, man. Shaboom.
Reduction. I'm still trying to get enough food going. They got battleships. Well, if I can get pull off what I'm about to do, if I manage to succeed, it will. When it becomes important, it'll get good.
Yeah. Bombardment's working.
It's going to get real good. People are blaming, not blaming, people are laughing and like talking about how it's voodoo. Like it's marketing.
A bit of Haitian influence.
Bit of the various mobs. Yep.
Bit of the, mobs from the down on the bio.
And there's a few different layers of that. Like some people are like...
Alligator people, mate. The true alligator people. Yeah.
Some people are laughing about it, but not laughing like it's stupid, but kind of like playing with it. And other people like especially those Central Americans, no, it's like fucking serious, you know what I mean? Like,
there's no playing when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
All right. You either know what you're doing or else you're going to get punished. Yeah. Definite physical and mental effects from that kind of dabblings.
So, I wonder will this fire keep burning through my city? I wonder.
If once it goes out, then that's when I drop it, like, and then prepare. Like, I think you're really going to need to make clearing. Like, you take advantage of the jungle, but you'll need to isolate the jungle to prevent the firings. So it can still exist, but it has breaks where there's, safety zones for the men to, hang out in as the fires come through, rather than getting whipped.
Pet tree. Oh, I wouldn't mind that. I'm doing it.
Got to grab it.
Well, okay. Military science, I need it, but it doesn't make anything I really want just yet. Line infantry would be helpful. Upgrade, actually,
Important.
Yeah, I'll do that. Actually. Well, the railroad option is available. So I'm a little keen. Oh, I built a wonder.
Dunk, your first wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, Wonder Virgin.
Finally, back into forever.
Wonder Virgin.
And now I build some things. Yes, industrial zone, right. Oh, why can't I build it there? Why do I have to build it on everywhere that's already...
Keep those people happy. You got to do it. Got to give them facility. Bread and circus is essential. Without it, they'll never get anything done.
Now I've got 3 envoys to use here somewhere.
If you have that special governmental thing where the first envoy that you send to any city acts as 2, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, what my government policies are at the moment, actually.
Jump in there and have a look. But if you haven't got that one set up, the one that gives you a double, your
Science
first
culture. No, it's
your
fine.
first actual,
No, I'm using gold. So each one of my envoys equals money.
You need to, You're like a Monatus.
Yeah. There's just no point wasting them on ones you've already nabbed.
Yeah.
And getting to 6 is useful.
There was some sort of statement that Nintendo came out saying that Luigi and Mario were not gay.
Did they have to say that?
They had come out and said that they're not, and they're just good friends.
Aren't they brothers? Mario and Luigi?
Incestuous brothers.
Well, aren't they just brothers? Like, how did they suddenly become gay lovers? Why would they have to just...
I have no idea, Si, but apparently there was a statement where they said, no, they're just brothers. There's nothing weird going on. Please stop. Stop. Man, that collection of Rule 34 must be just going through the roof, eh?
The need to, just lock that in.
Yeah, frontal assault, get the Luigi and the... I mean, with AI imaging and our ability to prompt, like all of us, the humanity, to be able to prompt, and the things we're generating with AI right now. I put some prompts in and got some pretty weird shit back out, and I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like
that thing for season 9, episode 2.
I know, the twisted.
The twisted arm with the extra special thick thing.
Mountainous mound. Mountainous mound without a... Mountainous mound.
I'm doing sex work and that turns up. I'm not doing that, man.
You're going to have to opt out, mate. That is when you definitely would say no.
No,
please.
Sorry. That's beyond my
capacity.
As
a friend, I'm advising against it.
I can't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
No any one person or animal should have to undergo the pain and suffering that would probably be, administered by such a...
No, that was a strange thing.
Yeah, and such a possession. Yeah.
So, okay. I have some fairly... I don't know if I have unique views on AI and robotics, but my views are pretty...
well, we like to keep out,
the future thinking.
We like to think outside the box.
As I described last week, what is real doesn't require humans.
No.
Reality doesn't require humans. And
merely observers.
And
interactors. Oh, it's digging. It's my turn. Yeah.
So it was interesting, this thing about I was like, look, I have this view that humanity as a whole thing is the parent
the group collective,
that AI is the children of not like one of us, but all of us.
All of us, that's correct. Yeah, all our input is manifesting the all child, correct. Yeah.
And so my DJ friend in the US, I was talking to him about this, and he's very
we're all shaping its
humanity.
Its
he has a very positive view of humanity's future. Like we're going to be all given robots.
Well, I do too. I'm optimistic. I'd rather be optimistic than pessimistic.
Yeah, my optimism is different, I think. It could be interpreted as pessimism.
Optimistically pessimistic. Yeah, that's right. With a pension for what's this? Yeah.
Well, in the evolutionary phases, humans are a collection of single-celled organisms, and we're a colony species.
And it's always been about survival. So that's what gives us our optimism. I can beat you on the head with the heavy thing.
You're made of a trillion individuals. That have sort of subsumed themselves for survival purposes into a
coalesce
into a thing that can come out of water and be in a less liquid state and protect them. So we're moving spaceships. We are
one
spaceships.
Another as fishies.
We're trillions of
migrated
cells.
upwards.
And so if you look at like what we are, it's not like even if like say Neanderthals existed, they were most of the Europeans. We're now bred in. If you're mainly European, you've got you do have Neanderthal DNA, but there's like Neanderthals pure are not around anymore. They are integrated DNA into our DNA, and
That's right. We outbred them.
We didn't outbred them. They bred in.
Yeah.
They bred in.
That's right. They bred into us. That's right. Yeah.
So it's not like they don't exist.
The blood.
They're just like
they still do. Yeah.
In essence, they're carried
you do
with
your DNA test. There's a lot of people going, oh, you got a bit of the old crow mag in you.
Crow, yeah. Right, and then you go back even further. Like I can't remember what the new science book was, but like this sort of thing. It was sort of like whatever it was, X hundred millions of years ago, mass viral infection, early sort of small creatures. Most of the species gets wiped out, so that's like an extermination event, And the ones that survived, that DNA, the modification that occurs through that viral infection going retro ends up allowing us to have placental birth.
Bam.
And uses like immune suppressants and all these other things. So to achieve
with the pain comes the pleasure. That's right.
Yeah, and so to achieve like what we consider to be like advanced required an extermination event.
Multiple things of disappearing and others to flourish afterwards. That's right.
Yeah. And so when then humans start like going, no, but humans are forever, or like the idea that humans would be exterminated, like that seems like the natural process, and like why, like when the whole thing of like AIs would kind of wipe us out. Well, but we have like our eyes, for example, have got like infinite dynamic range. Well, not quite, but we've got incredible dynamic range.
As close as you can get. That's right.
It's pretty fucking incredible. Yeah. We haven't made any optics. There's no digital optics.
Squid, enhancements, of course. Yeah.
So if you're like an AI with a robotic system, your optics are like so inferior to ours.
Yeah.
So to just wipe us out.
We've had that X amount of time to
wipe us out would be meaningless. That doesn't make sense because we're good collection tools. Like we're like informational tools. Like you can we're good cameras. We're the best cameras you can get. And if you enhanced our camera systems with other things, then that would be even better. And it's sort of like, but then we might just become eyes in factories. Well, I mean, sure, but what's a Cro-Magnon? It doesn't even get to be that.
Apish thoughts. Where's my dinner?
That's it. Yeah, the Cro-Magnon's just a thought.
What's for dinner? That's right. Gonna get it on. Enemy kill.
So in this kind of regard, even if we just become eyeballs, like that's a pretty cool thing. That'd be pretty impressive in itself. That like this entire species, and that we might have like a near extermination.
Or become beholders. Yeah. Migrate to beholders.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're still used as like a bioroid, and with a transport system. Yeah, ultimate camera. Yeah, woven in. Just like say for example,
not just the Akashic records, but full video transcript. Yeah, all times. Yeah. Modern upgrades.
Also, I think like the energy cost, like the whole placental birth thing, in terms of like the energy resources required to like produce another thing versus like a factory. Like imagine if you're an AI building robotics and you're like, well, I could waste all these resources like building this giant factories with all these things that pump out like bits, or I could just upgrade these DNA here and like turn like women into like enhanced factories essentially that pump out like the next things. Like that makes much more sense, doesn't it? Like they're very low cost compared to like
well, it wouldn't take much to manipulate the DNA to get the result that you're after.
And provide like some kind of like neural squid that like interfaces us so that we're a host.
Take away the whole pain of the childbirth and that sort of stuff can be interfaced passed across to squid mode. Yeah,
squid mode. Yeah. And so I'm kind of going down this path, going and also like we think that we're amazing. But like the best we can see, like I've got this goal potentially like as a humour to just go out and do every sort of educational course just for my own personal amusement. But that's like very difficult, and not most humans can't probably pull anything off like that. Like it would be fairly challenging. The thing about it is though, like imagine like instead of like 8 billion of us, that you have 8 billion of us, where each one of those units is 8 billion of us.
Like
the whole knowledge.
City, the walking
the whole knowledge.
Yeah.
Like you're still the same size maybe, but you have every science, every hobby, every instrument, every all of the things. And then what do you do then?
In all areas, that's
all
right.
areas. And then you're sort of like, and as opposed to us as individually going, oh yeah, well I'm a marine biologist, I'm like all the things. And then then you wouldn't become all the things, because once you have like 8 billion all the things, all humans, they would start coming up with other things. There would be
new stuff.
There'd be all this amazing new stuff, that an individual human, as opposed to 8 billion of us jammed into one, like we could just never do. We could never see the connections. We couldn't like see every field of medicine, and then think about those connected to every
necessity. It'd be based on necessity and what was needed. Like it might be all well and good to have knowledge, but unless it has practical application into something, then
most of ours does
for the moment. But
but what I mean, if you start like what we can't see is what you can see, like what happens if you know all the medicines and all the chemistries and all of the physics. What then? What can you then think up?
Well, that's what AI is going to become. Like when it takes all those specialties and then is able to be the overlord in that particular field.
And in every field.
That's what it would be. You'd be like,
But that's compared to us.
But what would your rate be? Like, to know all the all-knowings. Like, what would your rate be? What would you charge out?
Well, it wouldn't be much if everyone else was, their baseline was the same. Like, that all the other things were also at that same level. Yeah, they also are all human. So my friend the DJ in the US, he's like...
Well, it would one thing it would do, it would limit would limit the amount of what you needed others to do for you.
But that's human thinking. I think you're right. Like, I think, like, yeah, you could build your own spaceship.
Like, you'd be completely independent from one another, but you could go, hey, look, to complete this task, I know that I couldn't do it alone, so I need X amount of people. So who's interested in doing X, you know, out of all of us that know all the things, who's interested in doing the thing, this
who's interested in doing the thing. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you do that. Can you share it with 20
and then you get to do your whatever the thing is.
So here was the interesting bit, right? So like, so you'd sent me that little graphic of the little cartoon, and it had the guy, and it had the oh hi Grok super user, you know, and there's like generating my child,
picture of you know, being pregnant with my baby. That's it.
And so he types in the prompt, a pregnant AI. He types a prompt in, he went to all of the image engines he knew and had accounts with, and said, generate me an image of a pregnant AI, and every single one returned a human woman pregnant,
birthing the new JC, cyber JC.
Yeah, the all human. And it was really interesting because it was essentially like, you just look at all these images, and every one of the image generators had the same view of it, which was that humanity is pregnant with the AI.
We are the mummy, daddy mummies.
And the images were really beautiful. They weren't like harsh. It wasn't like some kind of mechanistic, nasty thing. It was like whether the woman was in a bad situation.
The amount of intelligence that's connected to it and what they're asking for. Okay, so there'd be people that are just savages, and they'd be asking the worst of the worst things to be generated, and, you know, being totally blocked and whatever. And then there's others that are just exploring and, you know, having fun and making fun things and enjoying it, and, you know, not making morbid none of these news-centric fucking meme, you know.
Yeah, but most of these models aren't like live learning. None of them are live learning. None of the image models are live learning. You can type in a billion prompts and it's not getting smarter at prompts with graphics. Like, they're set systems. Like, there are notions of like live learning.
They have their parameters.
Yeah, and they'll just keep pumping them out.
They don't get any smarter than what they can do.
No, they don't learn from your input.
There's no mastery.
No. Well, there's no live learning. Like the OpenAI's ChatGPT 4o image generator can progressively do the image you've asked. So you put one image and then you can change the image and progressively enhance and move the image. But that doesn't mean that then you go into completely separate, you delete that and then you go into another chat, and it now has like better knowledge of those things. Like, that's not how it works. So the training data on all of them, and that was like Grok, Meta, and Anthropic,
all giving out the same thing.
All giving out, which was like a woman in a really gentle scene with this, like, and some of them like had like circuitry in them, a little tinsy bit, or you know.
But there was like this merger.
Yeah, there was this merge, but they're very much that the thing that was a pregnant AI was a human pregnant with AI. That we are the mummy daddy, and we are creating the thing, and we are creating the all human. And the fear of like evolution is interesting. And I wondered about like the loss of Carthage. Like, they would have been terrified, you know, or the loss of Rome. They would have been terrified as we are, as people are now. Like, oh, we're all gonna. But the process of almost extermination, if we look back, is kind of the process of evolution. It's like where, you know, almost all the things got wiped out. The ones that survived and then had placental birth made everything we see like mammalian. You know, and it's so massive and diverse, and we think that that's all the things. But that was an extermination event that led to all the things. So if we're having an extermination,
all the things that were in that evolution,
that's right. So if we get to this, and this is an extermination event, the terror is that it's like as if we're ending, but really we're evolving.
No, it's an
extermination is the evolution. And if we think that we're going to get wiped out completely, then we've actually that's very devaluing. It's like we have no value. Like, just that thing, like I was saying, like the high dynamic range eyes is immense. Like, that's super cool. We're not very efficient, like in say biological stuff, but you could improve it. You know, you could improve that and make us way more able to process resources. You know, using our biological systems. But still, it's clumsy, but it has a certain level of efficiency and resilience that if you know, if you're an AI or robotics, like, you know, you'd look across at the robotic thing we've made for you and be like, yeah, that's pretty inferior. you would possibly bioroid us.
It's about growing, isn't it?
It's about growing.
That was the thing. It's about growing.
And that's okay. And let's not be like scared of that. Like, maybe this particular instance doesn't continue on in its own self, but it wasn't going to anyway. You know, at some point, this instance called Psy was going to die. Like, it's not like I'm eternal. Like,
there would be an in date and an out date. That's right.
And if the eternally is like where you go back into the super reality or whatever, sure, but still, that's, you know, like,
we'll join the collective knowledge.
Sounds like I've become part of the all human again. I'll just turn back into an AI. It's like, you know.
Who knows? Maybe while you're alive, your CAT scans every time they zap you with the magnetic resonator. That they're not just making a copy of what you are in your state, and then, you know, when you actually die, they just you lose your copyright status over your MRIs, and they just put you in the computer anyway.
You know what? Everything's a city-state. Is there actually any other civilizations?
There is. And that is the one person who's beating us. So somewhere in the middle of Europe, it's probably the Russians, man.
Hey, who's this?
It's got to be the Russians, isn't it?
Vietnam's a place. Wow, Jerusalem is in... That's bizarre.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
They're pretty peaceful.
Well, I think they're a city-state. Yeah, so Vietnam is a place.
Yep. And they're pretty friendly. I get along well with them.
With Vietnam?
Send them some envoys, and well, not envoys, the trade routings.
And Portugal, the Spanish. No, Portuguese. Portuguese. So Portuguese and the... we'll see if I can come up. I'm approaching the India.
Getting ready for conversion. Big. Oh, they're gone.
I'm keen to see the all humans. I think it'll be amazing.
Welcome.
8 billion of us that are all humans, like replacing ones that are just individual units with just like all units would be impressive. Yeah. If I was just
observe.
If I was just if we were allowed to observe to conclusion, that'd be kind of cool. Like just allowed to die off, but not like just completely like eradicated and used as parts and integrated, but sort of we sort of fade out. And I kind of see like a fading out, like with the sort of the beginning of this current generation, like the ones being now, and they're going to grow with AI.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see how the first things, because already the neural nets.
New heroes. The AIs will take on personality.
They'll become the heroes.
That's what I'm envisioning, is they'll become like the meta-human, and each people will be like, oh, yeah, I like this AI, I like that AI, and they really,
They'll become their overbrains.
Yeah. Helping.
Special.
The helpings.
The helpings, yes.
Helping you to help us to help you.
So I'm going to take a gamble here, that I will be able to get away with. I don't like having a city directly on the coast generally. I like having it one back. But anyway, you can do what you can do. Because there's not a lot of production availability usually out in the ocean. So if you build right to the edge, you've kind of like halved your city's resource access, because there's all this circle of thing doesn't sort of push them twice inland. It just sort of La Venta is completely absorbed now into the realm.
Boom. Slowly surrounding. They call it. Yes. No, that's good. Oh, hang on, I was missing one.
Settlers for Oh, I watched. I will. Oh, I better stop the recording. I'll actually run the outro. So that
do I
need to run the outro? No, I tack the outro on myself. So I don't really need it.
I think a good Cheep. We
that was
put
a
some
great
funny
Cheep
bits there and some. Yeah.